at home or a teacher. Those days a teacher used to flog us very well. A teacher who has not marked now went to school to teach you guys was very angry that day. Anybody that comes his way, that person will be whipped because he's casting his frustration, his anger, or anything that he sees that day. There are so many people on this case like that. They've been frustrated, but they manage to see a case like this that everybody can cast their anger, shout, say anything. They'll just come in. And these are the people you want to be dragging issues with. You'll never win them. Because it will be like you are the one that caused the worst problem in their life. You are the one that rendered them like that. How long would you go? You don't start something that you cannot end. There's some not all fight to fight when you sit like this. Because of what Mohbad, everyone is already talking about him. Everyone is talking about him.
Let's move on. Let's come together as family before this last weekend on. But there were still some set of people that chose to still go on their platform where they have anti-justice,
What did you say? What did you say? You say what? What did you say?
Yes, I said there are still some people, even after Baba Mohbad called everyone together, saying let's move on and all that. There was this lady that even Lady Noble Zara also, she was doing like, okay, let us gather everyone together, let's make peace, you know. Then I remember even on the music platform, he said Baba has spoken to all of us, everyone that is angry with.
Where's the music?
The music private. Yes, the music private. So I was actually there. Yes, he actually still stated the same thing. Like
you guys are almost everywhere. You guys are almost everywhere.
Well, I'm not a host. If I'm a host, I'm not going to be everywhere, and I'm going to. On your platform, but like, let's work together. Let's, you know, and. For me, I'm sorry, that's my kind of person. If you have a questionable character, when someone says stop this and you're still still running everywhere, trying to destroy whatever you feel you have to, I'm going to cut you off. I run away from you as far as this is far from West because you have the questionable character. There's more that you might want to do. But everyone, I said, it's good to go ahead and settle with whom you want to settle with. You can be a cordial person. We can all coexist and have a goal for this cause. But after then, this same set of people still open platform and still continue to drag unnecessary points. And they have this anti-justice and anti-justice.
Let me see you talking.
Why should I turn on my camera?
To know what you mean, to see whether you really mean. I want to see your facial expression to see whether you mean what you're saying. Because more time when you speak, I feel like you are a fan. You sound like you act like you're a fan. I mean, I'm telling the truth. You act like one. You act like an underground woman fan who just want to come and cause chaos. Who knows better?
Me, underground woman fan. Me, that's a lie.
Camera, let me see. If you don't mind.
First of all, no, I don't need to open my camera. First of all, my wall is opened. So, and second of all, I don't go to Wumi's platform to talk on justice for women.
They might have fixed it to come and cause confusion.
No, I'm not causing confusion. You made a point. Come up and speak. That's how my grace is. My grace is above their grace. So I'm for lights. I don't know how to pretend and lie. So this is it. And they're also on your platform. And I'm sure they can hear. And I don't give a F. Back to what I was saying. This same set of people refused to keep quiet on this matter.
Which people?
I'm going to call names. Right? I'm going to call names. Me, I don't do subs. I call names. And that's why while I was playing that music, I mentioned Gabby Lights to go tell her people. I don't give a heck. That's me. So let me finish. And this same set of people on their platform.
Is Gabby Light the issue?
Who is Gabby Light? She's irrelevant. That's what I was saying. She's irrelevant.
So really. You've been insulting, right? I mean, you've been insulting right now.
Somebody's irrelevant. Is that an insult? I've not abused you. I've not abused that. Person way cursed me when I did play music. I wasn't even talking to her. She started cursing at me and I responded. I haven't even responded to them. I was only saying this, laughing and all that. But please, let's face the main points. The main point is on this course, right? Let's not get distracted. And as I said, on their platform, they were talking, and they have this anti-justice up on the platform with them as well, insulting this Baba Mohbad and, justice for Mohbad people. They talk and they are negative. You understand? There was one recording that some person recorded about you on the platform that, was, people record, they screen record and post. And if you can remember vividly well, I think they wanted you to add, I can't remember who shared it. They wanted you to, the person, Adenike was on your platform and she wanted Aries up. You now said you don't want her because she and her minions are going to come to your platform and you're not in for all these drags or something. You understand? It was a short clip that was...
Videos. And where did you watch it?
You see it on YFP now, YPF. A lot of people record like this kind of stuff now. It could be recorded. Somebody will share it and say, "This is what
you watched it on my live. You were here. Where did you watch it?"
No. I wasn't on your live. You don't get it. As we are talking now, some persons record this our conversation now, and they post it. Yes, and some person reposted or someone comments on it. You will see on YPF now all those kind of stuff, right? So that's the part where I saw just that clip. You understand? And even made reference.
I want to know the content of it when you have time, when you see it.
If I see it, no, definitely. If I see it again, I will definitely share it. So,
FYP,
but the thing that
not YPF.
FYP, YPF.
No. For your page.
FYP. No, FYP, YPF. You get what I'm saying? That's the bottom line.
FYP is not YPF.
I said it again. I can forget and choose to say YPF.
Then the right thing. Then to say the right so that we don't get lost in the conversation.
And I'm telling you, tomorrow I can choose to say this because I'm used to the YPF. FYPO, YPFO is what I'm used to.
We call you Madam YPF now, Madam YPF.
Yeah, call me anything. I know they run from anything. So, but the thing is that they kept on dragging, even the Yinka was up on the platform, was still saying negative things. They were just dragging and causing more crowds. And which doesn't make sense.
Let me see. I like to see who is talking behind this voice. Behind this wall.
You can check my profile. That's me. I don't have a different look. I'm not coming up on camera. You can check my profile. It's still me. And, I saw those things. And for real, I say something. The same way you get information, some people might send you messages. Some people might have sent Baba Mohbad. And let's us all not forget, Baba Mohbad comes up on live sometimes. He might not do live stream, but he can be online. Just the same way when you are going through the FYP, YPF, whatever, sometimes you don't need to join the group live, conversation, but it will pop. Create peace. Everybody, I beg. I'm the owner of the matter. Come off my matter. And if we all can be honest with ourselves. Someone said it that people
This is your.
Oh, by the grace of God. Beautiful me. Beautiful me, yes. This thing to keep going on. It will be advisable. You don't like what is going on. You've been dragging the man for a long time. And he's calling your bluff once. Try and just stay your own or face the focus, what you are there for, the justice. Face it. If you can do it from your end, do it from your end. If they don't want to associate with you, you already have your circle of people, dance with them. So for me, I don't know how to associate and force friendship. You understand? I don't know how to do that. If it happens along this line that all these things are happening, I'm not going to.
Were you pregnant here?
You want to use me to wank me? It will know that she won't be.
Were you pregnant then?
No, I wasn't pregnant.
Okay, what were you thinking? Were you thinking something?
I wasn't thinking. I was rushing to get somewhere.
All right. Okay.
You can see that I'm wearing a hair bonnet, not dressed up, no makeup. I'm still looking all good. So my face is there. Anti-justice, they had that to promote people. So keep it up. I don't give a F. So back to it, Papariano. So for everyone screaming, right? I don't get the whole point. Baba has the right. At some point, he will be tired. Baba has the right to be tired of being called out all the time. You understand? A lot of them keep saying, Baba, come and face.
Since the mother of Mohbad has been calling him out, what has he done?
He knows the thing. The most painful part of this thing is this. People that I call my own, people that I trust, now does the same thing that those who are anti-justice are doing to me. Is the most painful thing.
At the time, Bukky Jesse called him out. What did he say? When Bukky Jesse called him out, what did he do?
When was that? Earlier,
that was what I wanted to say.
We
are family. At least we protect him.
Earlier on, you all called him out. Earlier this year, you all called him out, right?
New. I think you are new on this case.
I'm not new on anything. Leave them alone.
Maybe she changed her name. She's not new.
No, I don't change my name.
See, what was her name?
I don't know, but I've been seeing her in another platform. I do Jiro, so I do jam her.
Now listen to Bukky Jesse dragging around the world.
1 month. 1 month.
Papariano, this one is old. Did Africa TV not call the Mary say Olosho?
Yes.
Yeah.
This video right now, it has about 100,000 plus views and comments from different people.
Bukky Jesse only castigates Baba one at a time. It's not like the way Eric and African TV, Adenike is bashing Baba continuously. Hold on, Madam Said.
That is coming from Bukky Jesse after she has done her investigation.
Okay, I was going to ask you 2 questions. Hold on, please. I'm going to ask you 2 questions. On this video you played, what year was it? First of all, as a 1 month, what date was it? Hold on. And how many times did she?
I can't tell by notes and video, but
was she consistent daily, like African TV?
Just wait. As a matter of fact, right now this is her own view. She's had this view before. Okay, the same way she has this view. Others are just having the view now. Others had the view as early as September. Others had the same view in January. It doesn't matter. But one thing is that at one point in time, people has this view, this opinion that this man doesn't want justice.
But it wasn't at that moment.
Hello guys, good afternoon everyone. Boss, I greet you. You know the problem for this issue, we not come up for where we did. Now here we all go day. In this case, we start a finish. I get go me give una result una what. No use now to spoil this thing. We go the defend once we do the support one thing. When that thing don't do evil, now the same way that they do follow those pastors where they collect una money for Nigeria. Now they do so. Let's call it space. See, person they wrong for something. One of the days here. Una no dey do supportive here. Una dey fight justice for. Like say na mama papa Mohbad and they find justice for now. When we go against Baba, we know they talk. Africa television do your sins. Everybody bash, nobody will not bash Africa television when they talk to Baba. Me, myself, I bash Africa television. Even people around bash Africa television. Last, that man serious. But why I can't be saying now, Baba can't wake up. Baba no can say another thing talk. The wife will talk, say, carry knife, chook him. You not see her talk. Come many and close your mouth. Yeah, more than the get sense. You just you will put yours. I didn't listen to an assist, so I'm not 2 hours and I talk for you. None of the talk the right thing. You can't you guys do the right thing. Why you guys supporting you? I mean, that should not be human being, not be. Is it not a human being? Why not be sincere? Why you guys taking side? Why you guys taking side? We're not talking any after here. You guys go and sleep with your husband. Let's gas this supply this justice. Let's praise justice here. Call the drag Baba no be talk with you after so and they talk for you.
Baba every day for this platform. You know the here where you put here.
My sister go I the best I don't know how to talk to person. When are they behave like this? Why will you guys continue to be doing this kind of thing? Okay, when we call Baba, Baba no fit go. Baba sabi vex like that. No go arrest me. Not make me vex. So, not make me vex for this matter. You guys should not let me vex. This can't be this one now. Why not keep quiet?
Why they
talk to me? Behave like not picking. And if you not come back to me for the game, I swear to God that I will blow now face to face. When I call the back to me again, don't take me down about this, but when they talk to me, they talk. You guys cannot go and no. For 1 year.
I'm not your body.
Why is it forgetting? What not the talk?
Something might be without your big president go and sit down one place.
Why you want to defend it? Why you guys defending this man? When this man go wrong, we will tell him what he do. You know, protect this one. Nobody protect yourself finish for this matter.
Your son name is not Aloba.
You are passing my TikToker. Not be person I post this woman innocent my husband for many months. Why not tell me go delete that video? Why Baba not see? Yes, I just talk because they talk shit for you. Now Baba know every given a platform at the top.
You're going to cry. You're going to cry.
You know, she can talk anyhow.
You know why she dey talk anyhow? Now because they like attack get the video now, they get the camera down video. That's why they are defending all those people. Because they get their camera down. No one else will post now video very soon. I get the video when you that they bring all of you now. I want to post now video very soon. I'm not teaching. We got punish all of you now. You guys don't use your head. Every time you go on social media, see the one that they call that my husband is social media. Is that what we are going to get? What is man doing wrong? When this man they don't know what talking we be for doing wrong. We are not going to defend. If you do the work on our flow, now not guessing. We carry Ebola. They talk anyhow for you.
Papa, don't give them a loud thunder fire.
So that's fine. All right.
Sorry, I cannot believe the fire. Now you play this song, now you turn that the fire. Which Benima want to rent this or rubbish? Which Benima want to rent this or rubbish for us?
It's too much. It's too much. This is too much. Too long, Baba. That anytime when they measure Baba, una no go take the negative and the positive and check the both sides together. Una go use they rush people like ants because they measure Baba. Una get sense for head. Now Baba justice will define or Mohbad justice. Thank you. What the hell is wrong with you people? So Baba.
You not be sue anybody.
Are you looking for justice for Baba or for Mohbad?
Me as a pastor. What will you do to which other can you give me, Baba?
They call me. They call me different type of
yes.
They call me. Me, I don't support me. I can never support Wumi. But let's say the truth. If they talk about Baba, all of them, I don't know whether they put for their body.
I don't understand. I swear, really.
Look at the paper now. Wait till Baba die.
Let me tell you, just mention that they go just run like ants everywhere because they attack people. Why?
I know. All the women are all confused. They're all confused. They don't know what they want.
How are we going to get the justice like this? If Baba do something wrong and you are able to talk about other people, so who is Baba when they know what we talk about? In fact, my senior brother, senior Baba is 50 something. My senior Pikin is 62 this year. So who should be Baba? Is Baba that old? If I want to count my age, how many years Baba take senior me? He not reach 8 or 9.
To the answer, he go talk about the man. I say he buy machine take come. I say what is that like? The justice you are looking for. You just want to abuse this man.
Which food Africa TV take for Baba now? Which food?
I just tired. What can see be that man? That man. If you are talking about they don't drag pass for this place now, Africa television they don't drag pass. They have been dragging this man. Who made him drag this man?
I want to know which food Africa
Baba see the drag. Baba see the drag. What did the man do now? What is his guy problem? Because the man come up for DNA. Even the Baba don't want this DNA. Go the touch him with the bullshit.
The man they beg job. Baba say drag.
When did they give Baba that gift of a car? Was it September? Baba get car before?
What is that?
Were we not watching when they burying the
African television Ashret 1 month Ashret? You go see Baba for 1 year.
Were we not watching when they just buried Baba
for 1 year? When Mohbad was alive, African television do competition with Baba Mohbad. Why are you saying that? CEO, no.
What are you saying?
That makes sense. You don't want the contract again. He dropped back from the contract.
Baba should leave this case and let public hand over this thing. He's not doing anything. Leave this case. This case. You go and sit down and go and be praying. Look at me and prayer for justice to come. Let people say about this issue for once.
Justice is for Mohbad, but dragging the father is not good. Justice is for the father. Let me engage with CEO. Dragging the man is not good. We call him our own. You understand? We should fashion Bora. We should cover him with our clothes. Not dragging him every time. The drag on him is too much.
thing not good. So
Precious, give me 1 minute.
Give me 1 minute.
There was no 70-30. Okarana forgot, and there's an audio that leaked to it where he was opening the matter, be saying that there is 70-30, but he did not put it in the contract. But that was her name. I forgotten her name. She said there was nothing like that. But the man said if there was no 70-30, why did Mumi and Mama Mohbad call Baba Chief that he went to go and sign contract with her?
Baba answer me. When they say about the Drâg from property, as Baba come out for those kind of people,
now they call her for
okay, you have to the first one. What will you say?
You people get that in your brain. Justice is for me, not for Baba. We don't know Baba before.
And you went to your second one, she's treating you the same way the first one is treating you. What will you say?
See, you said they are dragging Baba. Can you tell us what is the statement they use in dragging Baba? That's just my question. What is the statement they use? Please, I just want to engage her 2 minutes. She said they are dragging Baba. I want her to give me a statement, okay? Because when you say they are dragging somebody, they've said something that you can say they are dragging the person. Can you just give me one statement? What anybody, even if not me or anybody want to say anything, when you call them dragging, can you just give me one statement, please?
Okay. It's more than 4 or 5 people who have been dragging Mr. Aloba because what they are saying, Baba is not needed to it, you understand? So that's what they think. And some other group of people,
like the word. I want the word.
Listen,
listen.
And some other group of people came out when their lawyer was kicked off from the court, and I'll be saying it's not Baba that kicked their lawyer out of the court, you understand? If it's Baba, they should bring it out, you understand? So, and they are angry that their lawyer was not accepted, was just kicked out from the court, that he cannot join the justice movement again. And they now turn their back against Baba Mohbad, saying that he's the one that by his son, he ate with his son 72 hours before he what anti-justice.
Wait. Let me take you back before you say anybody, any justice fighter saying about by his son. The first person who said about by his son was Wunmi. Has Baba come out to drag Wunmi for that?
You asked me. We're not talking about the Wunmi people.
The question you asked me, you are answering my question. You are not answering my question. You are saying it's different. I only ask you a question. What statement has anybody used in dragging Baba? That is just what I want you to say.
That is what I'm telling you now.
What's the statement?
That's what I'm telling you. Somebody said it yesterday
out, but not kicking lawyer out. That's not a statement of dragging. They mention Baba and drag Baba. The way Wunmi team don't drag Baba, they don't call Baba different name. Wunmi instead, Baba
we are not in that one. You heard
dragging.
Maybe we were not here. What Papadano was saying that everybody is angry. You understand? Before he played Bukky Jesse, so we were trying to interject. He said no, that people are not angry. You understand? That's why people are not voicing out. But if you know the truth that this man is innocent, because
nobody is innocent as he speaks now from Mohbad case. I'm sorry. Nobody is innocent. Forget that innocent. Nobody is proving otherwise. Because as the case stands now, after 10 months, and the legal team that are close to Baba, which is the father, the deceased father, 10 months don't pass. Anti-justice, they use and they laugh justice seekers. Say, 10 months don't pass, man, never get anything, 10 months don't pass. Go. They beat their hand for chest, say, may Baba go arrest me, or may go petition me. They are even challenging him
Okay. You know that is under G. The record is under G. That's what they are challenging.
Baba should be taking.
Excuse me, if your father is a native doctor, you can
out to start dragging African TV because if Baba want to drag anybody, Baba had a lot of people to drag before.
You understand? Because they have bought the case. That's why they are doing. But they are forgotten there is God in heaven.
Ask me what killed Mohbad. Baba should go and jam me.
Never ask who killed Mohbad. You should leave Africa TV.
All the allegations they have made against Baba has not come out one day to address it. One single day. Baba Sunday coming to life was supposed to be giving the public how it's going, what is going on. What has it been given to the public? What information, what update has it been given to the public every Sunday? All I do is you people pray there, pray. Now what they do for them. Nobody they ask Baba a basic question.
Nobody. With this guy 247. You people cannot drag her and hold her G-string.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Baba
they are calling with no Olosho.
Baba never drag me.
Will be more than Baba.
What is
Baba has been speaking. You want to press his neck. You want to drink.
Baba is doing wrong.
It's not
Nobody should say anything, right? Because Baba is doing wrong. Nobody needs to say anything. Is that what people are saying? If you are not saying it is doing wrong in the justice, what wrong has it done?
So even that I played yesterday,
Baba is not taking the action. Action that the public are expecting Baba to say, and the public are complaining about it. Baba should come out and address that, not only to drag African TV, because that's not going to give us the
But African TV did not put it in the paper. You know what he was doing? He was stated it yesterday.
Why are you guys lying? You get to stop lying.
You are a liar. JJ, you are a liar.
See you talking to them for shame. Don't you make them for shame. You are in position with them for reason.
You people, everything needs to be exposed and open. We are okay.
I'm not there yesterday. I still record and wait Paparano the reader.
No, not that paper.
Which one you want to talk again?
Write it down. Listen, man. Listen, J4, listen. Africa TV did not put it in the contract, but it was mentioned to Baba. You understand that? Baba
okay, now God bless you now. You as a lawyer now. Listen as a lawyer. Listen. As a lawyer.
Listen, because you want to go to court.
Okay, Messi, make an answer.
Can you hear yourself?
Wait, as a lawyer.
Case without evidence,
what did you sign? Paper when you sign. What did you sign? 17.
He was the one that used it.
Starting not day inside here. Now they argue like person way. People when they are not go to
last year. Since last year, never still tired.
I just tired. This one got me tired. Television since last year. Because you talk about now, don't drag this man.
Because they disagree to agree.
That might be pictures now.
What about Baba Mohbad?
I just tired. Anywhere you find that 70-50, I will give you money. You
don't know anything. You understand? I'm telling you what Africa TV uses man to say to Yeye Kudi. I was playing it yesterday.
Okay, my sister,
he did not put it. Listen, he did not put it. Listen, he did not put it in that contract. He knew what he was doing. He's not at this phone.
Let me come down to your level. I want to ask you some question. Relax yourself. Mommy, I'm speaking English for this woman now. Come, calm down. Breathe, calm down. Now tell you something. The things you got to know, what you have to know. Listen to me, open your ear. Where Kyle? Dame Oma. See, this man write paper, you did Jamie Shebi, You sign paper, your lawyer sign, you sign. If you want go court, not be waiting you write for paper, what you sign, not be you want carry go court. Must you listen to yes say, person talk this one 70-60, must you listen to that one carry go court? Now that one you want to be your evidence for court. Not be waiting the paper. If you go court, Baba go lose. African television go picture in your
You lie. Now you go follow Africa TV go court. You go crack come follow and come house. You go crack follow and come house.
I don't lie. You will not accuse this man for not African television. I don't already know everything. I already tell that man. Just rest. Not follow the people. Now what I want to say yesterday. Because no evidence.
As you say that they drag Baba, you CEO, I know you very well. You too, you never tired to drag the African man since last year till now. You never tire. You CEO, drag with you.
Can you bring any audio where I dragged him last year?
Do I need an audio? I don't need an audio to tell you. You yourself, you know, you've been dragging this African TV. All of us dragged that man. I came out and I said, if African TV, I said that word in Lagata last year or so, early this year. I came up when this African TV 3070, all those contract issue came out. I think Mama Ese was in that platform. I came up, I said, all this dragging and all these things, all of you are doing, all of us are doing, let me include myself. Now, the mistake has been done. This man need a foundation that can stand for this case for Baba. I said, if African TV has made a mistake, this mistake can still be corrected. It was not too late. I'm talking about November last year, if I'm not mistaken. I said this mistake can still be corrected. There is no point of dragging this man. But did you people stop? You dragged him, frustrate that man. But he's still going ahead, doing his own findings in his own way, in his own secret way. Okay,
Messi, did you ask how this matter
gave up on the justice? Okay? So
Messi, did you know how this matter came about yesterday?
TV has been dragging Baba.
Messi, did you know how this matter came about yesterday again?
Sorry?
Messi, let me tell you, 2 days ago, Africa TV came to Papariano's place. Adenike was telling Baba, Papariano, because I was not here earlier when they were playing something. Aries was begging Adenike to replay the audio. She said no, she should go and look for it in her platform. You understand? Because I did not know what they were talking about. But he was not asking Papariano that if Papariano wants to go and do this Bamiche stuff, he should go to Arise TV to go and clear himself that he's not 70-30. You understand? This same man, and that you say people are dragging, brought Papa Mohbad case again and said, before Papa Mohbad died, he dying today or tomorrow. Why would he say that kind of a thing? That was 4 days ago in this same platform.
He has to explain to him what? He has to explain to him what?
Because he has to explain to him why he terminated the contract with him.
He has to ask Baba Mohbad has. We all know why the whole contract was terminated. So that should.
Okay, no, that's what you see. We are dragging Africa TV. Africa TV came here 4 days ago.
You, when you know why that contract has been terminated, are you going to take such a statement serious? Because it's not everything that comes out from somebody's mouth.
Such statement serious.
Everything that comes out of somebody's mouth.
He also said he can
need to take the one that will benefit you and take the one that will cause confusion. But you are always picking the one that will cause confusion, not the one that will benefit you. You will not take the good.
Please stop it. Stop it.
If you go for this platform now, you people will screenshot or you will screen record. You will
okay, because Papa Mohbad is seeking for justice. It's not human being. It's not human being. It's not human. Okay, because the police bashing, but you still be bashing. But
this is why you are causing confusion on this justice. Let me tell you, he's not Baba more than anybody. He's using now also the user of the confusion for this.
It's a title to Baba. Anybody that
came up this morning on the platform, Chalani said we are not fighting justice for Mohbad. We are fighting justice for Baba. I want to start believing that word that you people are not fighting justice for Mohbad. You people are fighting justice for Baba. Baba is still living. Baba is still alive. We don't know Baba before. Now Mohbad make us know Baba. And then we tell you when Baba issues happen. All of us was against Baba. But when we saw that Baba hands were clean, we all came for Baba, we all supported Baba, okay? But now we are not seeing the action as Baba Berekete, they tell Baba, say, Baba, can you listen to her? You just say Berekete just said that word to Baba that day. Berekete intentionally told Baba, can you hear a woman how she's talking, fighting for his son? This was the message to Baba. Una not here and when Berekete they tell Baba, that was a very big message Berekete sent to Baba, and the public are saying that
must we find it hard to get justice? Must we find it to get justice?
Don't cut me short. Let me finish. Don't cut me short. Let me finish. When you people know it's fine, no. I must finish my submission. When you saw that, the punishment because he has not tired of Baba action, that the things we are supposed to be seeing, we are not. Let me land. The things that are supposed to be seen, we are not seeing as Mohbad's dad. The front line, when it be said, we are looking up to him. And the action we are supposed to be seeing after 10 months, we are not even seeing anything now. And you said the whole public has to keep quiet and be clapping for Baba that, because in a Baba Mohbad. And whenever he's taking anything wrong, we should appreciate his mistakes. No, we are not. Because justice needs the fact to get to justice. If we have to pamper Baba, we cannot ask Baba question. We can be bashing Wunmi, bashing other people. Why can't we also ask Baba question as the front fighter of the justice for Mohbad? As we know.
Can I speak, please? Can I speak? Good morning, everyone. I have a message for Bro J Imole. So I heard you saying there was no written document regarding 70-30 on the contract. There was.
I know you were here yesterday. If there was, go and bring it and read it.
God bless you. I will bring it for us now. Bring it so that we still learn.
No problem. You were here yesterday. You were the same person who was saying that Natisnel and African TV. You were the same person that was saying this to Parano yesterday. I was here. Now, if you have that evidence, go and bring it. Put you on the big screen. Then you will read it and show it to us. Because in this platform, we talk with facts. We don't just come here and talk people.
Ask Africa Television. Then we not get where we can ask you questions.
This you yourself. Why are you people dropping people? Why are you dropping people? Why are you dropping people? You say it's not good. Why are you dropping people? The process is not good. Una we dey here Papa Mohbad dey make mistake. No fit say Baba, this mistake wey you want make, so no do one like this, no go talk. Papa,
you guys are some of you are thinking that Paparano is supporting anybody. Paparano is not supporting anybody.
Give me 1 minute. These people, what they did to Baba on Monday, they did it intentionally to Baba. These people are intentionally pushing Baba. They push Baba on succeeded in what they did to Baba, and they are saying they love Baba. They don't love Baba. You see the point they show they love Baba. They don't love Baba. They put Baba on something. They put Baba to do what they do. No order. Paparano.
The money to go from me.
Each other.
Paparano. These people, they intentionally send Baba.
Everybody, please wait, okay?
Yes. But I must finish my statement, Paparano.
Let's say just please wait, okay?
Okay.
The floor to Desi, we are coming to every single person, please. There's a place you cannot make.
Paparano, they are dropping people.
We are coming to, don't worry. No, we are here, please wait. Desi, please unmute your microphone. You have the space, please. Desi. John. If we want fairness, we must be ready to listen to whatever anybody brings. Okay, I mean, we all know what is right and wrong. There's no need trying to cover for anybody. Whoever has rubbed their hand in the shit, it doesn't concern us. You that you are protecting a criminal, you are a criminal. Be careful. Okay, you guys should not, because of just Mohbad, and spoil your names. This is unacceptable. Unless you were part of them who committed that crime. That is the only way you should be defending those people badly. I will not defend anybody, but when they all say whatever their involvement is, I'll take it as that way. Until there is any other superior argument, then that be it. Then whoever that is accused, you have the space to defend yourself, simply. So we will not protect anybody. Anybody who rub their hand in nonsense, we're going to give it to them. It is up to them. We don't care. And if I meet who is them, if I've done nonsense with you guys before, expose me. And there's $4,000 to anybody who can expose me if I'm being fraudulent. So if we see people who have been fraudulent with just Mohbad, let's expose them. Just Mohbad does not give room for this, please. So go on.
Let me quickly give my submission. So why I came up, I have a message for Drâg Imole. So as I was saying, he was saying that there was no written document, signed document, as regards 75-25 within Baba.
Wait, listen. There is no written document so far that portraying 70-30 as people have been perceiving it, that African TV is getting 70 and Baba is getting 30. There is no such written document. You are getting 100,000 naira. If you can show me any document,
let me continue. What I'm saying here is, I'm referring.
Wait, bro. You know me, I like logic. I mean, you know how I do here. First of all, before we continue, do you have an evidence of any written document that shows that there was a signature of Mohbad having 30 and African TV 17? Let's agree, yes or no. Do you have such evidence?
I don't have it.
Okay, I don't have evidence. You have another evidence.
Okay. What I'm saying is, I'm referring to MOU you read yesterday.
The memorandum of understanding. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. So there was a written document and a signed one between Baba and Mr. Larry and African TV. Mm-hmm. So now, let me tell you why Baba was so mad, or Baba is really mad with African TV.
And guys, you guys should listen to him, because if you don't listen to him and get this song, we all
I will always refer you guys back to Oriyomi's interview with African TV. Oriyomi specifically asked Mr. Larry that in a Yoruba contest, if you tell somebody, okay, I'm having a business with you now, Papariano,
no,
and I decided to stop
they will not play that apology. Now the other one they are playing.
And you now give me a statement that, okay, Mr. Desi, then you will hear from my lawyer. Do you know what that means? Being a Yoruba man, it means that you are threatening me just because I withdrawn my contract from you, that I'm no more having any business with you. You now told me.
Listen. Let's get something. If me and you have an agreement,
that was a breach of contract. You guys
should now. It's not. I mean, let us understand each other. Okay. I mean, listen. Me and you have an agreement. All right. Yes. That all of us, we are going to abide by the law that is in that agreement. Or let's say, for example, I am a landlord. All right. Okay. I mean, let me try to make a phantom or something in my head. Okay. Let's say I'm a landlord, okay, and you rented an apartment from me, and there's a contract that binded that that agreement. So in that contract, it says you're supposed to stay there for 1 year, all right?
Okay.
So this is the agreement that we have, and then maybe it's supposed to be for 1 year. Then maybe 2 months later, I breach the law as a landlord. I want you to come out from the house. And you see that not to be all right. You see that to be awkward. Do you think you have the right to tell me that I will hear from your lawyer? How do you, as a reasonable person, what would you do if I just tell you to go out of my house after you have paid on this contract?
Okay, do you want me to respond to that?
Yeah, respond to that.
Okay, thank you.
In contract generally, you understand what I mean? In contract generally,
okay. Let me give an example as regards to where I live right now. If you are renting an apartment and you are signing an agreement with the apartment, you are signing a 1 year contract or 6 month contract. And if you want to breach the agreement, there's a fee you will pay.
for breaching an agreement.
No, I see the landlord. Listen, please. If the landlord,
Yes,
right?
it's the same thing. Yes, it's the same thing. Yeah,
Right.
the apartment is standing as the landlord. There's a fee you will pay for that. But in Mr. Larry's agreement with Baba, was it written there that Baba, if you breach this agreement, there's a fee you will pay? Was it written there? No.
No, wait. That is about 3, paragraph 3 of the bullet point. Paragraph 3 of the bullet point says that each individual is going to notify the other person 90 days, okay, before the contract is terminated.
On the contract they signed? On the contract they both signed?
Yes, it was both signed with the 2 parties. Mohbad's signature was, and his own signature was there.
If that should be the case, then Mr. Larry should sue Baba. That's what I believe he should do.
But that is why he said you will hear from my lawyer. That's the right.
Okay, now, yes, then he should have proceeded and sue Baba.
Well, he can't do that. His good conscience won't allow him to do that.
Then he should stop bashing me.
Let me tell something about it. Let's be civilized. Let's help each other and our people. Please, when you live here, and to all of you who are listening to me, please, when you live here, okay, go and learn about a foundation and what it takes to run a foundation. This is where most of us are not getting it. If we all know what is a foundation and what foundation does, we will not get ourselves into this whole mess. This was a foundation and a standard way foundation is supposed to be run. Believe me. When you live here, please, just go and research how is a foundation supposed to be run anywhere in the world. As the foundation is like that now. If you have to meet him and ask him how is he running the foundation, does he have workers? How is it going? In a foundation, they have an account outside. Okay, they have an objective registered to the government, what they want to be doing. So the foundation is equipped in its own little way. Money comes into that foundation, and the money that comes in there, it goes to different things. In that money, whoever that is managing it gets a lawyer from that money.
Baba's behalf to everyone for this justice to be ascertained, and for us to get this justice, we need to do something. Let's stop this dragging. We are dragging ourselves. We have to stop. To me, I look at this as
talk about the 70 text. I don't want you to miss that part. You want to talk about this to the best of your knowledge, yes.
No, I will not talk. You want me to talk about it, or I should not talk about it?
I mean, talk about it. I'm not stopping.
No, I don't need to talk about it. The reason is this: the 70 text.
I want to make sure that you have a full understanding of it.
Yes, I have a full understanding about it. The 70-30 is between Baba, is between Mr. Larry and Latisne. And I said yesterday, if between Larry and Latisne.
People, just wait, let me quickly confirm. CEO, do you agree with that? Or
I do not agree. You were here yesterday when African TV was explaining this part. But there is something I'm listening to.
with all friends.
Yes.
With all friends.
Yes.
With all friends. With what was explained yesterday, they said the owner of the studio introduced 30%. The first person to introduce 30% is Oga Olewa Diomoshe.
It was the owner.
Exactly. So he initiated the 30%. So let us put it in practical how it happened so that we'll be able to understand better. and to those who probably may not see things that way. Let's say, wait, just wait. I want wait, please, just wait. Okay, look at what play out here. Baba, let's say I am African TV, okay, and let's say J for Imole is Baba Mohbad, is my client who has signed for me, Papariano, to manage him on behalf of me. Let me help him get justice for Mohbad and also manage his musical career. Baba Mohbad and African TV has done this agreement. It is signed already. All right. Baba Mohbad now, African TV now got to hear that Baba Mohbad wants to sing, and that the man, it's already on. The man wanted to do that. Okay. Before believe me, let us look at things. Okay. Let us be crafty. Before they went into that agreement, I am sure that Mohbad and African TV, they might have them. Even before African TV came to Mohbad, so they already have that on ground. So now whenever Mohbad is ready to sing, then African TV as a manager of Mohbad. Okay, that is as a foundation, okay, in which Mohbad is in. He has that right to, on behalf of that man, act. Okay, so now, Mohbad, or whatever, he had to meet with somebody, the owner of the studio, that, okay, I'm coming to your studio to record. African TV got there. African TV to go there, for me, I call it as part of his duty. As his relationship with the man, it's already in action. So now, for African TV to be there, how did African TV present himself when he got there? As who? Okay, Mohbad, African TV and Mohbad, they should be on one accord. They should be saying the same thing. Okay, they should be saying the same thing. So now, African TV and Mohbad, they went to record a song. After recording, now African TV and Baba Mohbad to African TV. Okay, they needed the master of the song. They will need a song. That's why African TV, I'm not clear about African TV. A request of the song was made. Something made the owner of the studio to initiate 30%.
Thank you.
Let's not. I mean, Aristoka. Well, let me bring Aristoka. Everybody's going to come in one by one. Aristoka, I want to bring. No,
let me come in first. Papariano, please. You called me before. Papariano, let me speak.
Wait.
Papariano, let me speak. No, he called me before. My network was dancing. Please. Papariano, do you know that before Latisne, there was Africa TV? Africa TV and Baba has a contract when Africa TV was still in Europe. So they have established that 70-30 before Latisnena came into.
No, say, wait. We are on a particular trend right now.
Yes, now.
Wait. We are on a particular trend right now. I am saying that. Just let me ask Aristoka. It will reach everybody. Okay, I know where you belong. I'm coming to that one that you're talking about. When I get there, I will call you. So Aristoka.
No, I'm telling you before Latisne, before the bomb was out.
See, believe me, I know where you are. I'm coming today. We want to sort it one by one. I know where you are.
Okay.
Okay. Right. What do you think could have been happening when?
Let me just go straight.
Yeah, went to meet in that studio. Okay. All right. And then somebody now initiated, and to the fact that the person even went ahead sending a document to African, which he claimed he never read the document.
All right. Mm-hmm. Let me react based on the facts on ground, and for that, I listened to African TV yesterday.
Exactly.
And I would love to follow his line of explanation.
All right.
Number one, he said even before Baba Mohbad went to African TV's studio, he had a discussion with him the day.
Not African TV.
Yes, sorry. Before he went to
the producer.
To the producer studio. He said that was a day they were eating and drinking and the guy called him. He said the discussion has been on. And the question he asks is, okay, and the person was begging. He used the word begging, that he will want Baba Mohbad to record. He will want to donate a studio to him so that he has a place to do. And he told the person that, yes, this man sings, but this time is not the right time. Be that as it may. Be that as it may, he wants to know if the studio, because he was talking to someone over the phone, if the studio or his setup is well, structured. He then said, do you have a contract you give to people if you want to do something with them? He said, the guy said yes, and he sent it to him. But he did not check it according to him, and he doesn't know where it was. Then the question to him was, why didn't you check it if you were managing someone and the studio was going to send you a standard contract? He said he didn't check it because he was not really interested in someone managing as such. He just wants to know if they have a standard. That sending him a contract shows, okay, they have an existing contract. He then said after that time, there was a day Mr. Aloba went to their studio and he was called. He was called that he was in the studio, maybe by the manager of that studio or by Baba. Then he came with a bike to the place. And he now told the guy, I see this as a rehearsal. Whatever is done here must not be linked, must not be commercialized in any form. And as a matter of fact, he will want to get the masters of whatever that is done because he's trying to protect his client, as it were. Now, the manager called the boss and asked the boss. And the boss, thinking of what it is that someone cannot come and do something in my studio. I want to call it Jogalemi or something. He now said, okay, if that is going to be the case, he's going to take 30% of whatever that master will be used for. And that was when the 30% came to life. In the first place, 30% was not part of the MOU signed. It only itemized activities and responsibilities of the foundation. Now, the 30% came according to the producer on that recording. It came because the producer was not there, and the producer was like, okay, I gave you this place for free, and you want to take the master away. It will not happen. Then you must pay something to him. He gave them that. But he did not confirm he came and said he wants to collect 30% of a song we've not even sang. Never at any point signed or agreed, but that 30% was an initiative of the owner of the studio when he was called by the manager to say, these people are saying we can't release this thing, and they will say they want to get the masters. Then if you think like that, it means ab initio, the producer knows that if this song is good, it is commercially viable. And they're already thinking of it commercially. So initiating it, I believe it is his own industry as a producer to understand. If an artist comes, maybe he got some things for free, and if the person wants to commercialize it, he has rights to a percentage because he has contributed to it. And I think that is where it comes. But what for me is hidden was this. African TV even when people were attributing 70-30 to the whole foundation matter, 70-30 only relates to the music, not the foundation, because the foundation has its own MOU. 70-30 is just a line, part of his responsibility to manage Mr. Joseph Aloba. And let us be frank, all the elements of that MOU would have been pre-discussed before they are put into writing for it to be signed by the both parties. So it was a clear agreement. And I also think, if I could recall, in that MOU, there is a procedure for termination, which has a period of time. And in that MOU, if I could recall, Papariano, correct me, it was only 5% that was mentioned that will be given to a lawyer. 5% in that MOU. Therefore,
yes, and I think I don't have the full form of the MOU. I took a screenshot of it, so I don't know whether you can share with us. But to the best of my knowledge, 5% is what I see so far.
To the lawyer, thank you very much.
Yes,
but what for me that people have been misled on this whole matter was this. All of us, including me, had thought that 30% was a sharing formula to whatever comes from African Foundation NGO, as it were. But it's that 70-30 was just a discussion on master tape. So why was it made to be like it is the whole thing that was agreed on that MOU that was 30%? Now, things are coming clear. For me. People have been able to say their part. And I think...
Go on, just go.
Yeah. And I think for African TV...
There's a place that he has mentioned 25% himself.
Yes, he did. 25, yes. 75, 35. He said... Yes. I think what he said was 25% to the Aloba family. On every other thing they do, because he listed a lot of things. He was talking of a museum or something. He was talking of every other thing.
People must, that's why I'm trying too hard to find American Member Standard Foundation to now educate people how foundation is run, how the foundation is run, Oremi Foundation. The same way it's run everywhere, standard.
Yeah, Google.
25%.
The way foundations are run, by law, by rule, 70 up to 70% of the income of an NGO can be spent on projects and administrative fee. The rest of the 30% will be used for salaries and other things.
Remunerations, all of this like that.
Yeah, then another thing. But foundation is set up to do projects. You want to build a museum. It is from the money that people contributed to you or grants. It is from that money that you are meant to use that money for what you want to do. But administrative are not that.
Big statue of Mohbad.
Yes, do a lot of things. 70% is used, but it's so many. But for me, I don't want to go to that. Let us restrict ourselves to this 70-30%. 70-30% is all about the music. And it came to life when...
Go deep. There's something between that 70-30 and African TV. Don't just look at African TV for what?
Let me break that down. And I think one thing that is old here is this. If I look into the mind of the producer.
Say you. Do you want to talk about the music? Don't talk about the contract yet. We are coming there later. Now talk about the music that we're talking about. Go on. You break it down.
Okay, no, anything about it. Let's see.
So listen, that's where we are coming to the contract. Please listen.
Okay. We are
trying to reduce every level of doubt so that we can lecture each other, we can get these things right. That's a better way to
truth be told, let me talk as a businessman. I cannot leave my studio for an artist to come and record for free. Such gifts are always Greek gifts. That is what it means. I do favor so that I can receive favor. Now, if as a producer and an owner of a studio, I told someone that, oh, I will support you, you told me you have talent, maybe the discussion, and I think those discussions, African TV was not privy to. There might have been discussion where someone might have sent me a debut or a kind of recording for me to have listened to the song first before I would tell them go to my studio. If I don't hear you sing, I can't tell you to go to my studio. And I can't think I will make money over it. It means the producer and Baba might have had a level of discussion which the man was not privy to. Now, their level of discussion, the producer have agreed. And the producer, because he has agreed, just like African TV said that, he called him, telling him that he would like him to go to his studio. It means he trusted the artist, that the artist can do a good music. Now, the producer did a form of generosity. Come to my studio, studio time, everything, engineer's fee is free. Just go and record. But in his mind, he knew it could be a commercial, yes, with a motive. And that was why I said it's a Greek gift. Greek people will not give you gifts for free. They want something from you that you don't know. When the time comes, if you are doing them a favor, they will ask for a favor. And I think when African TV now came to the place, African TV, Greek gift. You call it Greek gift. Greek. You know, in the olden days, the Greek will come to your town and say, oh, we want you to do business with us. We will train your soldiers for free. Don't agree, because when there is time for them to fight war, they will come and pack your soldiers to come and die for them. So it's not a gift. They are actually trained your soldier for them to go and kill them, to fight for their battle. So when you use that phrase, it's like you are more or less saying that because the producer is a professional in his field, he knows he wants to help the man, but somehow he might also be thinking of commercial success. And activities after show that. Now, the place where African TV went to the studio and asked, I don't want this man to sing, but he said he could sing. Who is this now? When African TV said, I don't want this man to sing, but you want him to sing because he wants to feel okay, to relieve himself. But I don't want it to be a commercial thing. So I may have to ask for the master so that you people will not do it. The manager called the owner. And the owner said, you want to collect the master? It cannot happen. No. That master, in their own word, you don't release it like that. Okay, if you want to get the master, it's 70-30. For me, 70-30 is going to be like 30% to me, the owner of the studio, 70% for you, whatever you do. Because in his mind too, he's already thinking of the business. Probably if after the grief, they might release the song. He has put something down, he will have a cut. He will be the one to promote it. He will be the one to fix every other thing. He's already thinking of managing the talent. But Mr. What do you call it? Mr. African TV has come that if you record, I will take the master. And I think that is what came to it. But let's look at it in a commercial way. African TV would have requested for the master. Yes, now. And they would have requested for the master. Yeah. He got angry and left. Yes. You know that day he said he left because the place was not conducive. Then I thought, if you had an agreement, an MOU, that you are going to manage this man. It's listening. Anyway, we analyze it. It's listening. Then I get to think, okay, if the man had discussed with you prior to going to that place, and you were called by the manager of the studio, according to what he said yesterday, and you got to the film, irrespective of how the ambience or the environment of the studio was, it is your talent that is in that studio. Are you not supposed to stay with him or put a staff with him to ensure that everything is done? Even if you want the master, won't you stay for the whole thing to be done? Then you collect the master and you go with the master? Because if you come another day, they might have done duplication. What is not even clear? We are hearing half part of the story. Okay. Yeah. It is unprofessional and not very clear that
When Mohbad will go to a studio, will record, and instantly they will finish to master everything that instant. It doesn't go like that.
It cannot happen. It cannot happen now.
Yeah, professional.
You need to mix.
One day or two, I mean, just for at least one day, even if it's too fast. Come back.
Not even one day. You need to mix. You need to add up
Let me quickly
percussion.
interject you. Aristotle.
You know,
Tight.
yeah, and the question is, why did African TV left the place? Why did he leave?
Let me quickly
Why did he leave the
Let me
studio?
quickly ask you this. According to Latisne, I still listening to him this morning. He said when he had the agreement with Baba initially, it was between him and the Baba. He never knew African TV was coming into the picture. And now when African TV came into the picture, he was like, okay, this is Babolowo. Because of the way African TV came into the scenario of Mohbad. Now he felt that, okay, you are doing business. Then if you are doing business, because it has been written in the MOU, everything Baba do, it is 75-25. So he felt, okay, this is business. It's no more, I'm doing this for Baba. So he has to get that money. And now he went into Google to go and search an agreement between artist and producer. I saw one and he cloned it out and sent it to African TV. The question we should ask now is, when they send an agreement to African TV as regarding your artist with the producer of a studio, why didn't you read it and reply him? If we are being honest. Do you get what I'm saying, Mr. Aristocrat? So we should have asked Mr. Larry, why didn't you sign or read what they sent to you? If you are being fair and you don't have anything shady. That is my submission, please.
Yeah, that is a good question though, because he was asked that yesterday, and I think he probably, if he's on the lines, need to request to come and answer that. Aside what he said yesterday, because yesterday he said he just didn't want to go through it. Because for me, it still comes to, I do not have problem with them commercializing it. It is different from justice for Mohbad. The music is not justice for Mohbad. It's a pure commercial transaction. And where two places where I have issue is this. If an MOU was signed and part of the clauses in the MOU document says you are going to manage Mr. Joseph Aloba as a talent. When Joseph Aloba went to studio, okay, you are here, good.
Aristo, first let me address this guy, Desi, from your tone, from your questions, I can see that you have ulterior motives. Now, I'm going to answer you this question, and this will be the last time. I never discussed 70-30 with Lati. I never discussed 70-30 with Baba Mohbad. All that shenanigan of 70-30 went behind me. They discussed behind me. I only found out from Baba Mohbad's mouth during mediation that it was between him and Lati. So how can I be asking for the master that I did not negotiate? I never even asked Lati or anybody for master. I only commanded that the music, whatever Baba does in that studio, should not be snuck out. Mi ò fẹ́ gbọ́ lórí internet pé Baba ti ń kọrin o. So when my mind was not on collecting master, I never discussed 70-30. Why would I be requesting for a master? Baba was there just for practice, just to
wait, let me quickly, let's speak so that I can get things. So I need to get to my own analysis. Okay? Maybe when you are not here. So I'll be able to. Let me just ask a question. The contract was sent to you by the producer, which you never read. Okay. Was this contract sent before going to the studio or after you left the studio or while you were in the studio?
The contract would have been sent, if I remember correctly, the same day that, okay, this conversation about going to the studio took place in Baba Mohbad's house when Lati was begging me through Lekon to talk. And let me tell you this. I told Lati, I said, Lati, if you want Baba to go and sing in your studio, you will pay for Baba's passport because I'm trying to take him abroad. It was a joke. I used it like a joke, like, okay, you want something, you're going to help Baba if you want him to use your studio. And he said, no problem, passport kekere niye. Now, so that same day, I told him, I said, send me your contract. I want to know your organization, to know if this is a real studio. Because I never knew the guy. I never really had anything to do with him. So he sent it to me, a WhatsApp picture. I opened it on the WhatsApp and I closed it. And since then, I don't think I've ever opened it. And I've gone back to the WhatsApp to try and find it because I still have his contact. And it's not there.
African so, wait.
No, hold on, Paprano.
Before you went to the studio, I just wanted to know, just simple.
A week or a few days before the studio. A week or a few days before the studio time. Okay. And Baba was going to that studio sneaking behind me. It was Lekon who called me.
No. Listen, let's get things right, okay? A contract was sent to you before you went to that studio. You particularly before you went to that studio, you had the contract already from the producer.
Yes. What's your question?
Okay. Yeah, you had a contract from the producer before going to his studio, so you never read the contract. Okay.
Yes.
And eventually, you never stopped. Maybe probably you stopped your client from going there. I don't know, but your client later went to the studio. So, when was the first time you heard about the 70-30? Was it on that studio, or when did you heard about the 70-30?
70-30 came out in the internet after they started counseling. After they started counseling procedure.
Thank you very much. So there have to be a presumption that the contract that was sent to you, if this producer comes right now and said that the contract he sent to you, that there was
70-30 inside.
No, there was 70-30 there. He's not mistaken. He's not mistaken.
Okay, now listen to this. Listen, no. You make a good point. Mm-hmm. You make a very good point.
Mm-hmm.
If you sent me a contract that contains 70-30, the way contracts are done, normally you discuss the highlights, the meat of the contract, and then you put it on paper. But let's say he already has a generic contract because he sent it to me the same day. If you have a generic contract, 70-30, I don't read it and I don't sign it and I don't discuss it with my client. Does that mean that I've agreed with you? Because you sent me something. Paparano. Let's say you even said you write in that contract, you will carry my wife and my children. And because you sent it to me, does that mean I've agreed?
African TV, you're going to his studio. It's a consent. It is believed.
Going to the studio, Paparano, again, don't miss this. I know you're too smart for this game. Me going to the studio, on what was my understanding? My client is going to catch cruise. Somebody's providing a playground for my client. That was why I went there.
The fact that the contract was sent to you is presumed that there exists an agreement between you and this person.
But brother, you can presume anything you want, but what was agreed?
You may not know about it, okay, but if he comes tomorrow and talk about that 70-30, okay, you may not know about it, but he has done his piece by sending a document to you, which you didn't read. You're now not going to that contract. You requested. You wanted to know about it. Okay, why did you ask him for the document? Okay, what led to him sending document to you if you didn't request for it?
Because I wanted to know the organization that I'm dealing with.
Why didn't you read when it was sent to you? Why didn't you read it?
Because I was not engaging in a formal.
We can see clearly that between the mindset of the producer, it's that, the producer already, before you ever go into that studio, okay, the producer know very much well that you manage this man, that this man is in your organization. So Destiny, can you now say that, I mean, there's also some shortcoming on the other side? I mean, there is a little bit of a game here. So what I would just say is, I was saying, concerning this 70-30, for me, I think it's between African TV and Latin or the producers.
Thank you.
To that extent.
Yeah.
To that extent.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So there's nothing we can do about this. Okay. Anyway, for me, that is not an issue. But at the end of the day, let's presume that there was such discussion that led to how now. If whatever, I don't know what African TV is. I mean, it's not just giving us a clarity of this picture, but it is the duty of African TV to manage Baba Mohbad. Baba Mohbad has signed to his organization. It was his duty to be fully responsible of the man's career. Clause 8 of the African TV MOU with Baba Mohbad state that fact that Baba Mohbad has given African TV the full right to manage his musical career. Okay, and African TV has full right to demand for the master. It has full right. But now, for me, it's a bad business for African TV, to even allow anybody to charge them 30%. Okay.
Because it never happened. Paprano, you keep saying the truth and you fall back into the lies. I never discussed, agreed.
Okay. You see, indeed, you might have not accepted it. I'm not saying you accepted it.
Forget accept. I was not aware. Paprano, accept is something you already.
You confirmed it yesterday that he sent you a document, but you rather not to read it or not open it. You confirmed that yesterday.
Exactly. So if I send you, if I send you something now, because we're talking, and you like, okay, send me something, and I send it to you, does that mean you have agreed to what's on it?
But you did not agree, but you went with him there.
Serious to that extent.
Yeah, the sending again, Paprano. The sending was to prove that I'm dealing with an organization.
But you went there to go.
You have to believe me. You have to. It's your mistake not to have gone through that. Someone is dealing with your client, up until when you went to that studio, you went to a producer studio who has sent you.
Do you know what is funny? Do you know what is funny? I don't know if this guy is using jazz for you guys, but he said it in his own voice. No, he said it in his own voice. He called his manager and he said to his manager, okay, if they want a master, I'm going to demand 30. Am I his manager that he called?
That's good. That's a good point, African TV. That's a good point. Let us use that now. Let us use that point to derive.
Manager. Am I his manager? Hold on, Paprano. Slow down. He called his manager. Was I there? No. Manager called me and say, Oga say you will give us 30%. No. Two people had the conversation behind, and you want to implicate me that.
Let us use that. Let us use that reference to derive.
Okay, please let me come in now.
This if you don't mind, just 1 minute, okay? Okay. Between the time the contract was sent, and this 70-30, was required. At first, who did this guy request 30% from?
Okay, let me come in there. Now, Mr. Larry, before you went to the studio, a letter or an agreement was sent to you, which you claimed you never opened nor read, right? But later you finally went to the studio with your artist. Now, at that very spot, you requested for the master tape. Okay, now the manager.
I did not stop lying.
Okay, now you did not. Okay, sorry.
I said I don't want the song to be leaked.
Okay, yes, you said that. Okay, yes, I've heard this, sir. You said you don't want the song to be leaked out. Okay, maybe by peradventure, the manager felt, oh, this man is trying to go somewhere. So he has the oblige to this, what's it called, his manager, which is the boss. That, oh, boss, there's a man here that came with Baba. And this man is acting funny. And the owner of the studio have the right to order the manager that, okay, if that should be the case, let that person know before you leave that studio that before I will do anything or before I will not release the music into the public, he has to have a negotiation with me because a letter has been sent to him.
This you know what would have been sweet, yeah? And maybe it was possible for us to hear from the other side or from the producer. This would have been balanced because me, I'm interested to know there's one focal point here. Okay, whom did they tell directly that 30% would be needed? Was it to Baba or to African team?
So according to Latisne said he had that discussion with Mr. Larry, African TV.
Where? When did he have it with me?
Well, that's what I can't say.
No. If you're
everybody, that's right down. People write down some questions.
You should be able to answer all the questions.
Now, if you are going to
African TV, this way. The problem we have with many hosts is that when people go to this host platform, they don't ask them questions. They worship them. That's the thing. There's people you will ask questions. You will ask, and you know the truth. You move over it.
So,
but the worship the host. Just what's wrong about that we can't ask anything that
if you want to get to the root of this truth, I want to beg you guys, let's go to Latisne platform right now.
Why can't he come here? Why go there?
What do you mean?
Why can't he come here?
Okay, so if he can't come here and we can go to
let's get this clear, okay? It is very easy. You can go talk to him, get his truth, and bring it here. If you are here right now, you are allowed to ask this man any question you want. Why can't you also go to him and ask all the questions?
Take me down and I'll go to him.
Go ask them, come back, okay? Let's do that way, okay?
Latisne was here yesterday. I'm not saying you don't want me. You say you don't want me. Latisne was here yesterday. You were trying to tell Latisne to come up. Latisne never came up. He never came up.
This is the thing that we are saying.
Latisne was here yesterday. He never.
Wait now. You guys should not be dragging things now. We can resolve these things. We don't have to shout about it. Okay? This is very, very simple. If we ask these questions directly, who said this? Who heard this? When did you hear this? The time, okay, the place, and the how, the manner. Okay, if we put all of these things, believe me, or even what, when, why, how, we'll sort this thing out. But one thing I see is that this is a hate towards African TV. That is coming to us in. But a lot of people are not doing so much. They're not doing too much in researching about all of these things. There are many things we don't know, like a foundation, for example. I talk about foundation. Many people here talking about foundation don't know shit about foundation. They don't know anything about foundation. And this is not good. Okay? This is very, very bad. If you are part of those people that just want to, hate on African television, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't. You should make sure you get your facts right. You speak and you present evidence. It can be by video, it can be by audio, it can be by document. But a lot of people are not doing that. And that is not fair. Okay? Now, about the music, whatever that happened, okay, African TV left the music. He's not the one that is not longer directing or managing Mohbad's musical career. Why is it still dragged? Why is it still labeled 70-30? What wrong? The real people who brought up this whole 30% or whatever 70%. You guys don't say nothing about them. You're worshiping hosts because you don't want them to drop you or block you in their live stream. And this is not fair. Believe me, it's not fair. You're making them do wrong things and getting away with it just because they are hosts.
Paprano, let me interrupt you. Sorry. If you go back and listen to the audio, Baba Mohbad, that Sunday, Baba Mohbad said, offered by 30%. Offered by 30%. Me and Baba Mohbad never discussed anything about 30%. Baba Mohbad even confessed during the arbitration with the Ibadan professor that it was Lati who told him about 30%. But in that Sunday broadcast, only me fake about 30%. You move 30%, If you read the MOU, everything we are doing is we are giving him.
I think it was in defense of. He was trying to defend the man. That's why I say one. He didn't make clarity. One is like it's not. It's passive. When you use that one, it's not subjective. Like it's not particular subject. It could be anything. You're saying like 30%. 30%. It means they might have they must have asked him for 30%. They might have asked him, the producer might have asked him for 30%. But now you want to put it on you.
Okay, when the Yekudi was asking him, why did he not say yes? There was 70-25. Okay.
No, that one was
my dear lady. Let me answer this lady.
African television, please wait. There's something I don't like about the way you answer people's question, and you tend to make things that are simple. You tend to extend it. This lady asked a question yesterday. I mean, and you were rude to her. That's not the way we resolve things. They may ask from the point of ignorance, but it is now on you to prove. Okay, you have to make clarity. And when making clarity, you're not going to make them understand by insulting them. You're going to just tell them to the best of it.
Let me respond to you, Paprano.
Every other person.
Let me respond to you, Paprano. I'm going to respond to you, Paprano. Before this lady came up yesterday, well, I don't know how long she was in the platform, on maybe in the window, but we had spent like 2 hours analyzing, discussing aristocrat, Illuminati. You are giving.
Okay, he's in the call. Let's just do well to be polite to people when we have to.
Sit down, Johnny. Calm down. Papayano, don't let him talk to you like that. Sit down.
It's okay. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Susan called me now. Susan said I should.
We can take you down if you don't mind. So that if you don't mind, should we do that? This would not stop our analysis, and that will even hurt them more. We're trying to put No, stop, please stop. Don't come in between. People should learn to understand when adults they are sitting together and trying to resolve things. Nobody has to be here. It's for the good of the case that we have these things resolved.
Papi, hold on. Now back to the issue of this lady. And I'll join you with this lady. There is something. I don't have to be right. You don't have to be right. Everybody doesn't have to see the same thing. But you go to a platform, and you've always been an advocate. Go to a platform where you can learn, where people think on the same level. We don't have to agree. So when we spend 2 hours, 3 hours analyzing the same thing, and I'm repeating the same answer, and somebody is trying to bring a completely false narrative and turn it into a question, please, my brother, I will give them what they deserve. And the same goes for you. I listen to you. I come to your platform. I've checked the number of hours that I've been on your platform. The number of days that I've been on your platform. Somebody would have made money. Some numb conversation. I'm going to put that person in place, and that's it. So, do you know the question she asked me? We've gone through it 100 times. 100 times. And then she tries to bring
I understand you, but the thing is this, okay? There's been video about you circulating the internet, and as both, you cannot do more than controlling the narrative, than putting the right narrative out there. Because there are people who are watching those videos for the first time, and when they see a conversation settings like this, it will be a privilege for them to know the truth. Okay, and then wait. Trying to state the truth and to reinstate it, even when those who mean hate, when they come, it's not a bad thing. But if you have the truth and we don't get it in the best possible language, okay, then it will look like something is hidden. You just say, just say it the right way, and then leave it for us to push it. It doesn't have to be you fighting. How many people are you going to fight? When you're sleeping, are you going to fight?
I'm not fighting anybody. That's one. Don't bring that in. I'm not fighting anybody.
The best possible way. Okay, there's time for everything.
Yes, and Paparano,
you don't have to do that route.
Paparano, hold on now. Come on. You're talking about address. How many people that are attacked on this Mohbad issue do you see giving answers like I do? Call me Ole. I go there and I defend my truth. Call me 419. I go there and defend my truth. Call me 7030. I defend my truth. Do you think after I've been doing this for 10 months, somebody will now come and bring something that doesn't make sense and try to rub it into a conversation that we've had for 2 hours? The only excuse is if she just came in and just came up. If she just came up.
You're saying these are the things we are saying. A lot you've been talking about this subject, but believe me, yet it hasn't been that much clear until me myself, I'm coming to know about this.
You're wrong. It is getting clearer every day. You're wrong, Papa, because Latisner has now used his own mouth. He used his own mouth to tell the world the beginning of 70-30 between him and his manager. Because if I negotiated 70-30 with that man, he would have told his manager, oh, it's no problem, he can have the master. I already told him we're getting our 30%. That would have been the conversation. But go back and play what he said. He said to his manager, if they want the master, they will pay 30%. If you and I already discussed it, and your manager is now calling you, you would have said to the manager, oh, no problem, when we finish the remix, they pay us our 30%, or they sign the agreement for 30%. We don't have a problem giving it to them. But what did he say? Go back and play. Come back fair, 1 month for 30%. That, for me, is the beginning.
Right. Let us make this clear, okay? Anybody who told wrong about 30%, okay, bad music, the person didn't do much well, okay? And I don't know whether you heard about it at the time, but if you have heard about it, that wasn't fair. The right way is supposed to be a foundation already have, it's a wallet, okay, where there's support from the public. Same way the foundation's going to pay for, okay, autopsy, pay for lawyers, pay for doctor. The foundation can also pay for, the producer. How much does it take to produce a song? Okay. If part of attack is too much, just wait.
Thank you.
It doesn't call for 30%. It doesn't call for 30%.
Paparano, sorry, let me just interject. I'm sorry. Now look at me. How much is the studio time? How much is studio per hour? That I'm going to give you. How much is the studio? Please, let me not hold on. Paparano, reason. Use your business sense now. Use your business sense because you said, oh, please, Illuminati. Paparano, listen to this critical point. Use your business sense. You said something a while ago. How much is the studio time per hour? That I'm going to sign 30% of a man's career to you. How much? Bata, you charge 5,000, 10,000.
It is too much.
Thank you. So why will I now use a man's career and give you 30% for something that we can pay 20,000 and we're out of your studio? 20,000, we're out of your studio. Why would I give you 30% of a man's income? Well, when the lies are falling.
Yeah, the question is we should be asking Baba Mohbad, who told you 30%?
Of course, he will lie because they are protecting themselves. The reason Baba Mohbad came after me is because I told him.
Yes, others who don't understand how music works, let me just explain to them. Guys, okay, if you're a musician, you go recording a song, Okay, you already have your beats, which I guess I don't know who did the beat for Mohbad, but that's the producer. Also, I don't know. Maybe the producer. Okay, let's say the producer did everything. Mohbad is a musician. You go to a studio, you don't have a beat, okay, and you don't have okay, you don't have a beat, okay. The way it's supposed to be done is like this: either you go with your beat, you buy your beats, you take it there, or the producer gives you, the producer says you beats, okay. Or while you are singing, they do their stuff, okay. Like they put beat on it, you sing on the beat, okay. So now, this is very cheap. It's something that it's affordable. 20,000, 30,000, 60,000, you can get recording and mastering. In fact, 100,000. It depends on the studio style, okay? Studios are different. And I mean, the instrument available, it depends on the instrument available, okay? But it can go as small as 20,000 to as huge as 500,000, as 20,000, and stuff like that. Now, this is the money that you can pay for one time and get your song and get away with your song. Go do whatever you want to do. But for anybody to tell you that, just because, wait, now I'm breaking things to them, you will not breck it to them now, they will be to turn to argument. If I say you should break it down,
go ahead.
I mean, so now, the person,
go ahead, only because movement is point. There's something I want to tell you before I go and eat. There's something I want to tell you, maybe I can tell you.
Is it quick? Say it very quick before we'll continue.
Yeah. Let me tell you, as we're speaking, I'm searching my WhatsApp. And I can tell you exactly what I said before. I have Latisness business registration, which was what I requested for. And the contract, he deleted it. Because the business registration is still here, but the contract is not here. If you want, I'll show you my laptop. Okay? Why would you delete a contract that you sent somebody?
Okay.
That's why I couldn't find it.
Maybe you should take a screenshot and then you're gonna publish it on your page. No,
don't worry. 40 days of Baba Mohbad, the criminal mind of the father, is coming up one day at a time. That's an announcement. All this will be analyzed where you guys can begin to think and see the type of human beings, the type of people.
The dragging will not end now.
Say nobody mentioned.
I never start dragging my CEO, me never start.
When Baba Mohbad start.
No, he said he's going to drag Baba Mohbad for 40 days. That's what he said before.
I know, please wait. Okay, don't even come into that. When Mohbad father responded to him, okay, he can respond to Mohbad. This doesn't concern you. Please, this is two adult business or two fathers' business. They can handle themselves. It's not a small boy. It's not a boy. It's a man. Okay, and even when you check their age different, I don't know who is older. Either it's older or Mohbad father is older. All this nonsense should stop. Okay. So now, if Mohbad father is the lesser your Mohbad father platform and is saying wrong things about African TV, would you sound this way? You will never sound this way because they will drop you from that platform the moment you sound this way. So please. Don't act that.
You know this Africa television. This man.
Just wait. I was analyzing something. So the 30%, guys, okay. The 30% is supposed to be signed by a manager. Had they been that producer, okay, was supposed to manage Baba Mohbad, like to be the manager of Baba Mohbad, like to sign Baba Mohbad into their record label. And wants to charge 30%. It means whatever song this man sings that is mastered, any money that this man makes from that song, this producer will get 30% of it. Something that they could have paid 20,000 naira to the producer and he would have done. Like Baba Mohbad will take his song, 20,000 or 30,000, pay to the producer, he go forever. But this person sent 30% to make from that song forever. For example, this song that Mohbad sing, that what is Askebami. So as long as this was strict business, all right? It was strict business, but anyway, God has come to expose those things. It's come into light, and we have seen it that yes, a lot of people mean differently when they say they want justice. They don't just mean justice. There are a lot of things, motive behind the justice. Yeah, go on.
Okay, you see, if they say this, the person that is most patient person on this justice for Mohbad, I will say is Africa Television. They have been dragging this man since. You see now, everything came up now. None of them even say sorry. But they are accusing this man for everything. 75, this thing, 20. You see that they are accusing this man. It's really not right. Okay, just small word with this man talk now. Chairman don't come out the parabole for every year. You don't make brain now. And they want to do what they do.
I don't like to do like that. African TV follow allowed the reason why this thing went this far, because if it's me, where how people talk is different, is very different, okay? He's the one that I'll see questions that I'm asking. Even till now, I'm still not clear about what happened there, about this document or no document. There's still something that I'm not clear. So don't fully get yourself behind a story that is not clear to you. That you are asking and it's becoming left, is going left, is going right. Okay? What happened there between that? Because you have not heard from the other side. We have not heard from the other side. But one thing is that one is saying that 30% was initiated. Who did it take 30%? To Baba or to African TV? I still want to know. Because if that guy is saying 30%, I don't think the guy just woke up today talking about 30%. This 30% thing would have been discussed at the time. In fact, it would have angered one that, okay, I'm not doing 30%.
See, let me give you those things. That guy take advantage of Papa Mohbad that moment. He just take advantage of her. Now he do the thing based on say Mohbad the trend, that issue. That was even why he was begging them to come to his studio. That guy take advantage of Papa Mohbad.
I can't conclude until I hear from both sides. We have
money. See everything. Papa Mohbad because they are using his platform to take money. That's why the man just wants.
Why did they say contract? You know what is contract? Not just address. Are they being the same just the address of the studio to African TV? Okay, yes. Fine. But to what extent of what level of discussion did you guys get into before your contract is sent to you?
Okay, sir.
Continue. Are you seeing what I'm saying?
We understand. See,
you know what I will advise in this case?
Yes.
I think you need to do further investigation. Mm-hmm. And for us to ascertain those behind the scenes talk. Why did I say that? From the audio that Illuminati played yesterday, I can recollect vividly when the producer was saying, when the man that came requested for the master, I then told them that if you must take the master, I will take, it will be 70-30.
Okay, but I'm not making sense. It's not agreeing that.
Yes. What he said that where the 70-30 came from, that was the audio Illuminati was playing yesterday. He said the 70-30 came when some people went to who's playing music. He said the 30% came when his manager called him that Oga, they are requesting for the master. And he said they called and said if they want to take that master, it will be 70-30 because Oga will Domoshe. That was where, according to him, 70-30 came up. You understand what I mean? So we strictly have to also further investigate that the contract that was sent was an agreement about sharing formula on that contract or not. Thirdly, also from that audio, that is a place where the producer said, he asked me for agreement and I go online. I went to check for sample and I tweaked it and I sent it to him. So if from the producer's verbal conversation or verbal explanation of how the event went, it then means that himself did not even think through the agreement is sent. But because the man demanded, and because he saw that it seems this man is going to, manage the artist, he asked for a contract. Let me send one to him. So he quickly checked for one. So we need to verify, was there a percentage clause in that one? If it is there, now, was the contract is saying, was it signed by the parties? If not, We put that at one side. Was there an agreement between the artist and the producer with regards to his music that is going to help him to record and promote? What was the percentage? What is the commercial benefit? The last question will be this. On this same matter, did African TV, was it preview to the commercial output and sharing formula? You understand? So I think all of them, in the whole of it, are hiding one or two information that is not totally coming up. And it will not help also all of us to talk on it. But my own grouse is simply this. They brought business into justice matter by making us to believe that 30% has to do with justice for Mohbad or the activity of African Foundation in respect to what you want to do on justice for Mohbad. And I said that is cynical, that is diabolical, and that is deceitful to us all. Because when we were all fighting African TV there, we were talking as if, African TV, why do this? But this just has to do with the music we don't know about. And we all know that it is their preoccupation. If it is a deal between them, we should not even hear about it. They should not bring it to justice platform, same street, to be discussing their business. We know they can handle their business. Let them take their business. If they violate anything, let them go to where it should be. And sincerely, we should not be part of it. But we should not also be attributing 70-30 to justice for Mohbad. Something that when you throw it, if they will use it to discredit someone. And they've done that successfully. And we're all hearing about it. Thank you, sir.
All right, go on, Kekran, Prince Kekran.
Yeah, good afternoon. Can you hear me? Okay. In fact, everything is just so it's so worrying, and it's just like Mr. Aristocat have said. It's not just okay that we carry a wrong narrative for over many months, and now we're just thinking that even me, though I never commented on it, I felt that the 70-30 was due to the NGO, whatever, never even not to the music. But while this conversation was going on, I just wanted to ask African TV a question, and it's aspect of it. Now, if according to Baba Mohbad said money, that he wants to collect, ask him to collect them, they want to collect 30% from him. Just like you have rightly asked, that who are the people that wants to collect, the money? Now, is it that Baba Mohbad had not, or any point in time, discussed, this music thing with African TV? Apart from the fact that he said he want them not to release it or not to let it out and all those things, is there any other conversation that must have been made between Baba Mohbad and African TV in regard to that? Because the way I can deduce that African TV must have been cornered, but then did Baba Mohbad revert back to African TV about some of these deals? Just like okay, you get this so you can promote your music and all like that. And because since he knows that he is under contract with African TV, signed contract under TV with African TV. And another thing is now coming up, which is the music part of it. Now, some kind of conversation, a deeper conversation between Baba Mohbad and African TV, that must have resulted into sending that, contract that Latisne sent. And I'm also curious why African TV did not, read that contract that was sent to him, because I want to believe that there must have been something that must have been said verbally, probably because out of disagreement, or maybe they are not agreeing to whatever, then he chose not to read it. But there must have been a conversation that must have been made, verbally, without even this text, the chat, and a lot of it, because someone cannot just send a contract to you out of the blues without a prior conversation, without conversation in between. So I just feel it's just messy, really. It is messy at this point in time. It is messy. It is not what we need at this point in time. Not what Baba Mohbad need at this point in time. It is not something that they should have even bring into the justice for Mohbad in the first place. And this is just becoming so much distraction here and there, and we don't even know what to focus anymore, and all those things. But then my final submission is this. I don't know if African TV is still pursuing the contract, and I don't know what actually led to the fallout of Baba Mohbad and African TV. But I want to believe that this music is part of what would have made them to fall out. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Kekran. This is long.
Yeah, Papariano. So please, can you bring Mr. Larry up?
I think he went for dinner, so I don't know.
Oh wow! So can we do this when he comes up? Because I really want to have the conversation with him.
He has stated, he has said his own truth. Just ask questions that.
No, it's not about, you asked me to go and get some findings, which I've really gotten them. So, and I need to, have a conversation with him one-on-one, so that what I want to
brief us. It's not something, just brief us about what you've learned. Simple. Brief us about it.
Okay, number one. I asked, Mr. Larry said, Lati was calling him, begging him to allow Baba to come and sing in his studio. That was what Larry said. Mr. Larry said, African TV. And now I asked Mr. Lati, and Mr. Lati said, no, that was not what happened. That he never begged Baba to come and sing in his studio. Baba have sang a song before, and he watched that video, and he could see that there was unprofessionalism in that music. And he had to speak to his boy, which was, I mentioned his name, his manager at the Corona inquest. Can you let me speak to Baba through his manager's phone? And he spoke with Baba through his manager's phone. That Baba, multiple video, he said, dear, while I tell mind, or tell you, what's the studio? That was how it all started. And now, when Baba now went to African TV to discuss that with him, that, somebody just offered me a studio, blah, 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 So apparently Baba went to, Alatitne said he sent money to Baba to took Uber to his studio to come and do the section. And he got an hotel for Baba to spend 4 days for him to do the section. He has spent money. So after the section, after they have done everything, African TV now came into the picture. And before African TV came into the picture, he has sent the, the agreement to African TV, stating that, okay, if you are the manager Baba in producing music, okay, these are my terms you have to meet.
Okay, wait.
TV, it was there.
Okay, so the 30% was there. I mean, from the
producer. In the contract.
Then why is the producer saying it was after the master of the song was requested that he said?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That it was written in the contract that is sent.
Before the song was sung, before the song was recorded, there was already a disclosure of 30%.
No, it was a written document, blank. According to Lati, he sent a blank agreement to what's it called, African TV, stating his terms that okay, if you want to do this, this is what I will do, this is what I will do. But there was no mentioning of 30% or 70% in the contract. So it was after section.
Wait. How does he relate with a manager, someone managing somebody? So was he supposed to do it for free to them? He knew very well before Baba went to the studio. He knew that Baba have a manager, right? As a manager.
Yes, he knew.
Who he has sent the contract on. So he was supposed to do everything free for both of them because he knew there was a manager.
According to him, he said he had the discussion with Baba, not Larry, not Mr. Okay, now the contract is sent to what's it called? Mr. African TV. Yes, he scrolled it from Google. You know, it's just a contract between an artist and the producer.
For him to be African TV has its own MOU with Baba Mohbad publicly after that. Can you tell him to bring that to the public? Please tell him to do so.
Who?
The producer, the man you're talking about.
To bring what out?
What he sends to African TV. We want to see what the public wants to read.
Of course, he has it. He will do that.
Get it. No, please get it. And the same way I'm reading African MOU, let's read that one to and see it.
Okay. Now let me continue. I will tell him to bring that out. So he said it was after the section. Africa TV now came in that, this music, if you guys are producing this music, you have to give me the master tape. Lati say that's what African TV said.
But listen, he already knew that Baba have a manager, right? Before Baba.
Of course, he knew, but he never knew that African TV is going to ask for the master tape. And because Lati is a producer, he knows about this thing. He knew that giving out
the contract is sent was for what? And no contract is a business.
So now the contract is sent is between Latisne and Larry. So now that we don't know, we will ask Lati.
Contract is business, right? Contract is business.
You know, in the contract, I can tell you in the contract, it will not be stated that 70-30.
You can't speak for this person. You can't speak for the person.
Can I interject quickly?
Yeah,
you said something now that the contract was sent to Larry. And you said he merged it from Google.
Yes.
Which means it was a blank contract. It was a generic contract.
Yes.
Which means it wasn't sent for him to agree on. If it is generic, the full discussion of what the contract should contain is yet to be discussed. You cannot send a generic contract to someone and you said it's blank, so it is just a sample.
Papa, yes. I have the encoded here. Let me play it for you. This man is not being fair. Let me play it for you.
Well, like I said, I think his name is Dice or something. Or the same request. There's a reason. I'll bring you back. No, the crisis no one there to look at I was okay, comment section. But I see one Desi. D-E-C-Y. This is send request. That
was Lagata. Lagata was on your show.
Ẹ̀rù gbọ́dọ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ ìgbà tá a wọlé lẹ́ẹ̀kan mo ti wá sókè mo ti wá ṣàlàyé fún wa. Mo máa ń bẹ̀. Nígbà tí a sì wà bàbá yìí lọ́wọ́ fún ọwọ́ ṣàǹgọ̀. Bàbá yìí lọ́dún sí pé gẹ́gẹ́ ìgbàwọ́ lẹni tó wá kọ̀.
Akíní wọ̀ tún sọ. Ẹ̀lùkẹ́ni ẹ̀mí ìṣèjọ́.
Nísìn bàbá wá ń tẹ̀ láti kílẹ̀ ara wọn. Bọ́bọ́ lè ṣe lè báwo ṣe mọ̀ lélẹ̀. Ẹ wá ní bàbá.
Ẹ má ti dàrú àwọn tó bá tún ṣe ti dé ẹ ṣàlẹ̀ ní sùúrù. Ní sùúrù.
Sísá dé ní àwọn tó ṣe ìgbà.
Ní sùúrù. Ojú ti tó ìfẹ́ jà fún ẹni kí ẹ Brother, ẹ káàárọ̀ gbogbo ilé ẹ káàárọ̀ ìyá mi bàbá mi. Ọlọ́run mo fọlọ́run bẹ̀yìn. I'm your fantastic follower. Ṣé rí ibi tí wọ́n bá wà mi ò kí ń dúró mbẹ̀, mi ò kí ń sọ̀rọ̀. But tí bá jáde sọ̀rọ̀ mo máa tàtàn ni. I was with these people yesterday night and I made sure I did my best to change them. Èmi àti Iris àjọ tún síra wa lójú gidi gan lánàá. Máa yí ń pa èmi ti gbọ́ sẹ́nu tí èmi fẹ́ kẹ́ tún confam ẹ̀ fún mi. Máa yí ń pa irọ́ kan mọ́ yín. This issue of Taleba agree ẹ má bínú ẹ̀gbọ́n mi bí mo bí question yìí. Issue of 70-30. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sá. Èmi àti African television la rí issue of 70-30. Má sọ̀rọ̀ God protection jọ ní reason. Ẹ jọ ẹ hold on. Sorry. Gbọ́ ẹ sá. So èmi àti African television la rí issue of 70-30. Okay. Ẹ̀yin ẹ pè lórí fóònù àbí right there. 70-30. Thank you very much. Because mo ní manager to manage studio ni. Okay sir. Ìgbà tí ó dé studio tí wọ́n sọ pé bàbá kan tẹ̀lé bàbá Mohbad wá. Ó ní kí a bá ti ṣe orin tán wípé ká mú master wá bá òun. Wọ́n á wò pé ìgbà ẹ̀mí àti bàbá Mohbad ò lè fi close. Okay. I think close to that means tí ìní access wọn direct. Okay. So Bíntí ló jẹ́ kí n get access tí bàbá Mohbad wọ́n ní kí Bíntí lọ direct kó lọ bá bàbá Mohbad níjọ́ corona inquest. Bíntí jẹ́ kí wọ́n bá bàbá Mohbad direct. So wọ́n ní nígbà tí mo bá bàbá Mohbad direct tí bàbá Mohbad lọ sí court kọ́ lọ sí studio wọ́n ní tí African television tó kọ lẹ́tà sí bàbá Mohbad tó wà lọ́wọ́ mi. So wọ́n wá lẹ́nu yẹn lóun fẹ́ gba olóun fẹ́ gba master mo á ní well play mo á sọ fún un pé kí wọ́n sọ fún pé tó bá máa gba master kúrò nínú studio tèmi wípé tó bá ní ẹ̀mí tẹ̀ gba àkọ́kọ́ rò pé bóyá olùgbàlà kan ti dé ni ó ti bẹ̀bí tí ìfẹ́ já tán ó bàbúkì ti ń pè mí pé wà ẹ̀gbọ́n bọ̀bọ́ yóò ní kọ̀ọ̀kan fẹ́ wá gbára lọ́nláì ni mo wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí bẹ̀búkì jì sí pé kó má ti jà àbọ̀ sí ẹ̀ pé kó jọ pé àti in evidence. So òun ni mo bá rí ìgbà tó mo wá fẹ́ ṣe 70-30 yẹn bí ṣe lọ sórí Google ni mo kàn ṣe báyìí well play mo kàn sáré ṣe báyìí mo kàn ṣe artist contract template mo kàn type ẹ̀ ní something like this ni mo fún níjọ́ yẹn tó bá máa gbé jáde torí ẹ̀ kó gbé jáde orí Google mo ti lọ type ẹ̀ ibi something like this mo kàn wú ìkan mo dẹ̀ ní kó lọ fún ilé ẹ̀ tó bá fẹ́ gba master lọ́wọ́ mi. So inú ìgbà tí òṣèlú bàbá Mohbad ló lóun fẹ́ gba master lọ́wọ́ mi. Inú template yẹn lẹ ti indicate 70-30 yẹn àbí ẹ sọ fún manager yìí sọ. Mo kàn lọ download ẹ̀ wá send ẹ̀ sí slang mi ò fíìlì kankan sílẹ̀ plain mo ní tó bá fẹ́ gba master lọ́wọ́ mi kó lọ fíìlì ẹ̀. Okay, all right. Ẹ já mi sílẹ̀ kí lọ bá wọn. So ìgbà tẹ́mi ti wá rí tí mo rẹ̀ kí bá bàbá mi bá mi sọ̀rọ̀. Bàbá oníwà
Please pause.
Just pause.
Yeah. I mean, to the best of my, what I can hear, yeah. This is why I'm saying that African TV is not making a lot of things clear. Let us.
Thank you.
Okay.
So what have I said that is
wait, bro, they're not speaking. Bro, are you here to challenge people?
No. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Now, there's a thing here. If you listen to what this person is saying that the recording has been done. Okay, they have done the master. They have done the mastering, and after then, African TV requested for the master. African TV is one managing by Mohbad. He has the right to it.
No, Paparano, that was not what it was. He said Baba came with Baba Mohbad. And when he was there, he said, when they are true,
Baba came with
Baba, that is Larry this time. And he said, we want the master. Then after they are true, they should send it to him. That was what he said.
I asked African TV, I said...
So as at that point, they were not true with it. But they have requested that once you are true, send it to me.
I asked African TV, I said, when was the contract agreement? When did this person send you contract? He said before he went there.
He said before he went there.
And that's not correct.
But according to this one, it wasn't correct.
It was when they were there.
It was when he demanded for the master that this person sent a form to him. And the form is not even a contract. According to this person, the form was not a contract.
It was just a form. She's coming from. But it's not clear to him. That's what I'm saying. There's nothing we can do.
Yes.
We are just trying to make it.
The way it is.
Let people drag both of them.
That was sent.
Come and drag in one law.
You see the form that was sent to African TV. Papariano, the form that was sent, what was sent to African TV was not even a contract. It was a form. He said he should fill the form if he wants the master. So it's not a contract as it were.
No.
And African TV is saying it's a contract.
According to him, you don't know what he got, okay? He went to got a template.
It's a template.
Just wait now. A template that best describes what he wants. And according to him, 30% was listed there. That from this song is going to get 30%.
No. Baba, I didn't let them play it again. He didn't say 30% was listed.
Exposed. Please take it back a little
bit. Play it again. He did not say 30% was listed.
Let's take a little bit back. Yeah.
Hold on. Dexy, continue, brother. Sorry. So, we are the African television. I don't need issue of 70-30. Okay. Below the phone, thank you very much. Bàbá kan tẹ̀lé bàbá Mohbad wá. Ó ní kí a bá ti ṣe orin tán wípé ká mú mástà wá bá òun. Wọ́n á wò pé ìgbà ẹ̀mí àti bàbá Mohbad lè ti close.
Please pause. Okay. So it was after, according to him, not African television. According to this person, it was after African TV, Baba can't tell Baba Mohbad. Okay. So after African TV escorted Baba to the studio, okay, that was when the master of the song was requested that after the song is done, that the manager of Mohbad will be needing the master, according to this narration. So go on with the narrative. Later on.
I mean, we access to direct. Okay. So Binti lo jẹ́ kí n get access to Baba Mohbad. Wọ́n ní kí Binti lọ direct. Lọ bá Baba Mohbad níjọ́ corona inquest. Binti get number Baba Mohbad direct. So wọ́n ní nígbà tí mo bá Baba Mohbad direct, tí Baba Mohbad lọ sí court. Kọ́ lọ sí studio. Wọ́n ní tí African television tó kọ lẹ́tà sí Baba Mohbad kó wà lọ́wọ́ mi. So wọ́n wá lẹ́nu yẹn náà fẹ́ gba olóhùn fẹ́ gba master wọ́n á ní well play. Wọ́n á sọ fún un pé kí wọ́n sọ fún un pé tó bá máa gba master kúrò nínú studio tèmi Okay. Bọ̀bọ̀ yóò ní kọ̀kọ́ fẹ́ wá gbára lọ́nláìn ni mo wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ibẹ̀ búkì GC pé kó má ti ìjà àbọ̀sì ẹ̀ pé kó jọ pé àti in evidence. So òun ni mo bá ní ìgbà tó mo wá fẹ́ ṣe 70-30 ẹ̀ bí ṣe lọ sórí Google ni mo kàn ṣe báyìí web play mo kàn sáré ṣe báyìí mo kàn ṣe artist contract template mo kàn type ẹ̀.
Stop. Pause. I also can do here that he went to download an artist contract template, which will best describe what he wants. An artist contract template. Continue.
Tó bá máa gbé jáde torí ẹ̀ kó gbé jáde orí Google mo ti lọ type ẹ̀ ibi something like this mo kàn wú ìkan mo dẹ̀ ní kó lọ fún ilẹ̀ tó bá fẹ́ gba master lọ́wọ́ mi. So inú ìgbà tí òṣèlú bàbá Mohbad ló lóun fẹ́ gba master lọ́wọ́ mi. Inú template yẹn lẹ ti indicate 70-30 yẹn àbí ẹ sọ fún manager yìí sọ. Àdẹ mo kàn lọ download ẹ̀ wá send ẹ̀ sí slant mi ò fíìlì kankan sílẹ̀ plain mo ní tó bá fẹ́ gba master lọ́wọ́ mi kó lọ fíìlẹ̀. It's confusing. Ẹ já mi sílẹ̀ kí lọ bá wọn.
This guy is not clear.
No confusion. Papariano, it means
you are the one getting confused.
Inside the template,
it is simple.
There was 70-30. That is what it means.
No.
He didn't say so.
He didn't say so. There is no percentage there.
He said blank.
He only said he sent him a blank copy.
The questionnaire asked him very well. Say inú template yẹn lẹ́tí indicating 70-30.
And he said no.
Mo fi sílẹ̀ plan back. Take it
back.
In other words, it was not a contract.
So òun ni mo bá ní ìgbà tó mo wá fẹ́ ṣe 70-30 ẹ̀ bí ṣe lọ sórí Google ni.
Pause. Ìgbà tí mo fẹ́ ṣe 70-30, he did the 70-30. He said when I wanted to do the 70-30, I went to the Google. I went to download a contract template to be able to fabricate the 70-30. Yeah. He fabricated it. So he downloaded the form, the contract, the template, and sent it to African TV. But according to him, is that it is blank. So continue, play, let's hear, continue. Secret explain.
Artist contracts, templates, mo kàn type ẹ̀ something like this ni mo fún níjọ́ yẹn. Tó bá máa gbé jáde, torí ẹ̀ kò gbé jáde. Orí Google mo ti lọ type ẹ̀ ibi something like this mo kàn wú ìkan mo dẹ̀ ní kó lọ fún ilẹ̀ tó bá fẹ́ gba master lọ́wọ́ mi. So inú ìgbà tí òṣèlú bàbá Mohbad ló lóun fẹ́ gba master lọ́wọ́ mi. Inú template yẹn lẹ ti indicate 70-30 yẹn àbí ẹ sọ fún manager yìí sọ. Àdẹ mo kàn lọ download ẹ̀ wá send ẹ̀ sí plant mi ò fíìlì kankan sílẹ̀ plain mo tó bá fẹ́ gba master lọ́wọ́ mi kó lọ fíìlẹ̀.
Stop. Mo fíìlì kankan sínú ẹ̀.
Papariano, what that means is he did not alter anything from the template he downloaded from the.
It could have been that the way the template was designed, 70-30.
Yes. Yes.
So 70-30 was already there, no problem. So then, who should we be calling?
It's both of them. If
how?
I will be, okay, this is it. Now,
okay, wait. Let's make this clear. Me, I came, to request for the master song of my client. Okay? I think that maybe you were helping my client. I never go into any agreement with you. All right? I came there as his boss to take the music because I never know that it's going to be commercial. This is my own stand as a boss. So when I came there, then you now say, you guys want to play me, right? You went to bring a contract, which I didn't expect.
Okay, now let me bust your brain.
I didn't sign the contract. I leave it for you.
Now let me bust your brain. Don't forget that initially African TV had an agreement with Baba. as regards everything Baba do. Okay? Now, when Latisne was speaking with Baba as regards that music, okay, but African TV was not in the picture. Had it been African TV was the one that financed Baba, how Baba got an hotel, how he drove himself down, how he did this.
The question is why this guy wanted 730. That's my question.
Okay, the reason we won the 70-30 is because African TV came into the picture.
Okay, so who is Baba 70-30? The guy, right?
No, that would be
Who wanted 70-30? Wait. Who wanted 70-30?
Who wanted 70-30 is Latisne. Latisne wanted 30 and 70 to Baba.
The fabricator of 70-30, right?
You can't say that is the fabricator of 70-30.
He is the initiator of 70.
No, wait. See, this side. We're talking about the relationship between both of them. We will come back. African TV own, the African TV contract is between Baba Mohbad and himself. We are coming to that one. Now, on this music stuff, who is Baba 70-30?
Yeah, it's Latisne, it's obvious.
So this African TV has nothing to do with this music stuff.
And another thing I want to tell you guys. Hold on, Pariano. You know, yesterday we were discussing this, that Latisne did that purposely because of his own selfish interest, that he want to upload it on his YouTube because he has monetized his YouTube. I asked him, tell this guy to play the full recording.
Allow me to play it, please.
Hold on, brother, hold on.
Of 70-30 is the producer.
With this producer 70-30.
No, you can't say that because let me tell you.
Wait, get this right. Can you show me any agreement? Do you know what's called agreement?
Yes, I'll tell you.
Can you show me any agreement? Wait, it is one thing for you to request for something, and another thing for me to agree with you. Can you show me any agreement 70-30 apart for the music?
I can show you.
Where they vote from? Where they sign?
I can show you. Please show. African TV.
Come to big screen. Wait. Come to big screen. Oh, yeah, on your video and show us 70-30, please. African TV.
No, I'm not going to do that. Tell African TV.
Why? No.
Hold on, Papayano. Tell African TV when you were sent an agreement.
Now, wow, Jesus.
Okay,
Oh, don't do this to me. It's not time to fuck up. It's not time to fuck up.
And the way you position yourself, you are defending the producer. Because you have access. Let me finish, sir. Just let me finish. Okay. Because you have access to the producer and you've been asking him questions. The producer is not.
Why now? Why are you changing this just now?
Yeah. That was his stop. Wait, Mr. Man, let me finish what I'm saying.
Network not Bahuka.
Just hold on. From his own narration, it is not commercial. So when he went to that studio, that was his first time there, and he spoke to the manager. please, whatever you do here must not go out, must not be leaked. And as a matter of fact, when you are true, I want the masters. Now, that is what he requested for. African TV only requested for the master. He did not say, I want to negotiate. He did not say any part. He just said the master. From his own point of view, I don't want this thing to be released. Then the response of the producer was, boy, if I was smart, okay, if you want the masters. And he went online to go and get a template of artist, whatever engagement. And he sent it to him. He is the one that mentioned 70-30 as his own condition. Now, when they have sent it to African TV never said, I wanted negotiation. They only said, I wanted the master. So their requests were different and clear. Now, his own response to his request was the contract and the proposal of 70-30. The question we should then ask was this: did African TV agree to that 70-30? Okay, now was there a document? Let me finish that. Was there a document to it? And you just know Papadano that yes. So show us that document, because it seems African TV is not showing us the document.
Let me ask you.
I'm not saying what Papadano said.
Do you know anything about music? Do you know anything about music?
No. Okay, now I'm not going to answer that. I know. Tell me, I know. I'm not going to answer that.
Okay, now.
Tell me.
If you record a music in a studio, and anybody or your manager, let me say your manager that is managing you, ask for a master tape on your behalf, and he has not had any contract with you, he didn't have any contract with you, he didn't have anything with you at all, and he's asking for the master tape. To you, as a musician, what does that sing in your head? This is here.
Like, you mean the manager who is managing me as a musician?
Yes, and he doesn't have any contract with you, and you just recorded a music.
I went to a studio. I went to sing.
Not his studio, not his own studio.
Not his. Just I went to a different studio. Okay?
Yes.
I went to a different studio. All right.
Yes.
This manager is acting on behalf of me in the first place. Okay.
And he doesn't have any contract with you.
No. Baba already have contract with African TV now. What I said.
But he doesn't have any contract with Latisne and
whatever the producer charge, we don't have a problem with it. But we want to get it right. Okay? That this producer, he initiated a royalty. Initiated 70-30. He charged them. That's all we wanted. That's all we wanted to know. So, did he charge them? Yes. What was the percentage? 70-30. That is all.
So now you are asking what? Now you are nailing at his head that does African TV have an agreement as regards 70-30 with him? That's the question. That's the problem.
And you said yes.
You said yes.
No, wait. Why I said yes?
You said yes.
Hold on. Yes,
There was no contract.
You say you have an evidence.
There was no contract.
Then if there was no contract, then he will not release the master tape. There shouldn't be a
so why have you not been talking about 70-30 that African TV initiated 70-30 then? If you never initiated it.
I never said African TV.
That is what. No. Play my intelligence, please. Do not play my intelligence.
Please play that.
Do not play all my intelligence. Listen. Are you flying everywhere?
Aristocrat,
yes or no?
Let me come in.
Yes or no? Do
you know why I came into this picture? Hold on. Do you know why I came into this picture? Let me be clear with you. Maybe you will understand where I'm coming from. Yesterday, when they started this issue, they were bringing Baba into this picture. Oh, it is Baba. Baba was bashing African TV because African TV top rough on Latisne. So Baba was backing, Latisne, blah, 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 blah. So I was like, what's going on here? Okay, and I've heard Latisne that very morning of yesterday stating me that Baba does not even know anything about 30-70. He was the one that initiated the 70-30. And yesterday, I now came into the picture that...
Wait. Oh, come on now, Baba. Wait, what did you just say? That Baba did not do what?
I said, it was Latisne said, it was the one that initiated the 70-30.
Him, right? It was him, right?
Yes.
Why was Baba Mohbad going and saying that African TV initiated 70-30?
Where did Baba say that?
Baba said
the audio now. Didn't you hear the audio? Baba said he asked for 70-30.
Baba was
Baba said he was asking for 30%. That's what Baba said.
Yes. Is it not the same thing? From what Latisne said, did African TV ask for 30%?
Okay, if we are saying from what Baba said, does African TV agree to that? Why African TV did not sign the agreement?
Everybody, let's make this clear. Baba Mohbad, Joseph Aloba, bring out the 30% that this man requested from you. Problem. And there's problem now. Can anybody try to get the 30% that this man requested from Baba Mohbad? The 30%.
Okay. Now,
I want 30%.
So now, Baba will say that. No, wait, Papariano. Baba will say that because of what happened on the studio that very day. That's why Baba will say that mi ò tiẹ̀ kọrin rárá, orin ò tí jáde, àti mọ̀ bóyá ayé máa gbà á, ó ti ń bèrè 30% lọ́wọ́ mi.
Ó yẹ confess and to initiate.
Show me 30%. Show me 30%.
Okay, let me.
We are judging this thing by the evidences. We are not saying this thing outside what we listen to.
Let me say.
Yes.
Let me say that aristocrats, you are living with me now, but I will be giving you my room for free. Okay, just stay for a while, and you agree to that, and you are living with me. Maybe after some months, I was broke, I could not work. And I said, aristocrats, please now, you've been living with me for a while. Please, can you just take the bill for the next 3 months?
This is subjective. It's not an agreement. It's subjective.
Am I not playing on your intelligence?
I will play that.
African TV. Let me tell you. Hold on.
Let me answer him. Should I answer your question? Wait, Baba, relax. Jason, you are talking to aristocrats. Number one, I know everything about music because I have acted as legal advisor to a record label before for a year. Okay. And I know everything about music. Now, this is what I'm going to tell you straight up from the conversation so far. And I'm basing this thing on the evidence we are all listening to. And this is straight when you go to the court of law, based on the evidence. Number one, African TV only requested that I want, send me the master when you are done with all this. That was his request. He never said, give me the negotiation. He never mentioned anything. He only said the masters. And from his own explanation, it was based on the fact that he did not see it as a commercial thing, but he doesn't want it to be released about that time. Let us give that to him, his explanation. From the audio we listen to, that is his part. I don't know you, but I'm talking about the audio that was played by Secret Expose. From the audio we listen to, when African TV made that request to the manager called the owner of the studio. And the owner of the studio, rather than say, no, I will not give you the master, except we sit down and talk about the commercial. Then they will have had conversation. They would have arrived probably at the percentage. But what he did was to respond back by saying 70-30. So number one, the requester, who was African Television, never requested about percentage sharing. Fact. The owner of the studio did not respond to his question or request verbatimly. what he did was to respond with formula sharing. Now, if we come to what we are asking, in this whole scenario, who was the initiator and the instigator of 70/30? It is the owner of the studio.
Yes. Yes. Hello?
Can I come in, guys? Can I come in, guys?
That's just wait. It means that organization is not even an organization.
And that's what I say. I don't know it's part of the reason why this is far stretched. Okay, you are not taking time to explain this in the way it's supposed to be. We don't have to go all this round.
That's
Soprano, you see, can I come in?
Please wait. Africa TV, please wait. Don't call me. Wait now. Let me finish my last. Please. I'm talking based on the evidences on ground. I am talking. It's like we are in a court, and I'm a judge. I am responding to the evidences presented. I am not part of the scene, and that I'm only saying what I see. Now, the response of the owner of the studio was formula, not I will give you the master or I will not give you the master. If you had said no, I will give you the master, African TV will have requested again. Why? He will now say because of the business, what I've invested, we need to come on formula. Then there is a discussion that has been engaged. They will arrive at that 70/30. But he did not talk about it. This is my response to you because he felt he want to be smart. Now, this is another thing that I would then say. Based on that, we all agree that it is the owner of the studio that is the initiator. Now, another thing I saw that was missing is this. That studio is not an organized business. Why? Why should you go on Google to go and look for African artist contact and now use it to post it? Even when he did that, he said something which is very clear. He said he did not fill anything there. It was just blank. And he sent it to him. Okay, fill this form. If you fill the form, I will not talk about it. And this is just my problem, DC. I believe this is a business. But African TV never initiated 70/30. Why have everybody been saying African TV called for 70/30? Even from the audio of Mr. Joseph Aloba, he also mentioned 70/30. And lastly, we cannot remove Joseph Aloba from this thing because he's a player in this whole discussion. So if anybody comes and say, don't mention Joseph Aloba, we will mention him. It is about him. He was the one that raised it. He was the one that collaborated it. He was the one that is accentuating to what the owner of the studio was talking about. So African television also have not been able to be clear, distinctively clear, to lay things out in a very unambiguous way for us all to see that there is no kind of meeting beyond the meeting. You are only telling us what happened. Because there seems to be some things that are not clear. But from this audio, I personally have made my decision. African TV never initiated anything.
Okay, let me give my solution. Let me give my solution. Please.
Olùgbàlà kan ti dé ni ó ti wí bẹ̀mí tí ìfẹ́ já tán ó bá búkì tí ń pè mí pé wà ẹ̀gbọ́n bọ̀bọ̀ yóò ní kọ̀ọ̀kan fẹ́ wá gbára lọ́ọ̀láì ni mo wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ibẹ̀ búkì jésì pé kó má tí ì jẹ́ àbọ̀ọ̀sì ẹ̀ pé kó jọ pé àti in evidence so òun ni mo bá rí ìgbà tó mo wá fẹ́ ṣe 70/30 yẹn bí ṣe lọ sórí Google ni mo kàn ṣe báyìí web play mo kàn sáré ṣe báyìí mo kàn ṣe artist contract template mo kàn type ní something like this ni mo fún níjọ́ yẹn tó bá máa gbé jáde torí ẹ̀ kó gbé jáde orí Google mo ti lọ type ẹ̀ ibi something like this mo kàn wú ìkan ní kó lọ fíìlì ẹ̀ tó bá fẹ́ gba master lọ́wọ́ mi. So inú ìgbà tí ó ṣe fẹ́ bàbá Mohbad ló lóun fẹ́ gba master lọ́wọ́ mi. Inú template yẹn lẹ ti indicate 70/30 yẹn àbí ẹ sọ fún manager yìí sọ. Àdẹ mo kàn lọ download ẹ̀ mo wá send ẹ̀ sí slang mi ò fíìlì kankan sílẹ̀ plain mo ní tó bá fẹ́ gba master lọ́wọ́ mi kó lọ fíìlì ẹ̀ Okay, all right. Ẹ já mi sílẹ̀ kí ló bá wọn. So ìgbà tẹ́mi ti wá rí tí mo lè fi bá bàbá mi bá mi sọ̀rọ̀.
Ó ń parọ́ pé àti ìkọ́ni.
Bàbá onífà yìí.
Mo screen record ẹ̀ náà. Eré náà mo screen record ẹ̀ náà. Thank you for that.
Ó ní kí lẹ̀ sọ kí lẹ̀ sọ.
Ó ń parọ́ mọ́ yín lọ́dọ̀ Babayanu ni. Ìyẹn wá ní pé kọ́ lọ wádìí. Ó wá ní kẹ́ni tó wá sókè ìtẹ́sí yìí wọ́n pé ó ní wá ní kó máa lọ wádìí. Ó kọ́ ní pé ìtẹ́sí yìí ní pé kí kọ́ máa bọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ yín sí i.
Òun àti òun ni mo sẹ́ mi tí ní nọ́mbà bàbá Mohbad bí n tí aṣeburúkú ṣe rí ẹ̀mí ibi tó ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú wa ń gbà yẹn nìyẹn bí n tí ló bá lọ sí kòrónà yẹn.
Africa TV ń parọ́ bros ẹ má bínú ìjọ ẹjọ má bínú lọ́jọ́ tí wọ́n mọ̀ pé Africa TV ń parọ́ èmi smart everybody ló ní aspect tiẹ̀ ṣẹ́gẹ̀t èèyàn lè máa sọ̀rọ̀ èèyàn ń wo bí gbogbo nǹkan ṣe ń lọ wọ́n send nǹkan sí ẹ̀ òkè and kó tó dé studio lẹ ti send ẹ̀ sí pé aláyé o tó bá fẹ́ báyìí ní iṣẹ́ anything o sign kìíní yìí o ó kì wọ́n send ẹ̀sẹ̀ olóògbà olóhùn òkà olóògbà.
ní o tó ṣe mo ti já ẹ̀rọ tó ṣe sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ nítorí pé mo ti já pé orí Google ni mo ti lọ download.
orúkọ ẹ wà lọ́wọ́ mi máa fún bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn sì má wọrí má lọ fún bẹ́ẹ̀ orúkọ ẹ wà lọ́wọ́ mi.
nígbà tí bàbá Mohbad ní sílẹ̀ ń tọ́lọ́run èmi àti bàbá Mohbad à ní agreement. èmi kò náwó lé orin yẹn ká lè rí nǹkan gidi generate nínú orin tí bàbá ọ̀tọ̀ lórin tí bàbá yẹn kó wá nígbà tí mo wá gbọ́ voice orin tí wọ́n lè mo kàn pé producer mi ni ìpínlẹ̀ yìí
ṣẹ́gbẹ́ láti mi nípa òfin Pariano was very very sincere. It was Ibra, yeah, it was okay.
Ó kẹ́yọ̀ kan tẹ fẹ́ bèrè tẹ fẹ́ mú dání Odisi ó kẹ́yọ̀ kan tẹ máa bèrè nítorí mo wà ń bẹ̀ náà lánàá ìgbà kan sọ wípé bọ̀dà láti monetize YouTube channel wọn èmi ti bí wọ́n láàárọ̀ ẹ̀wọ̀n monetize ẹ o wọ́n monetize ẹ rárá o níjọ́ tí orin bàbá Mohbad jáde ìjọ ẹ̀ ni mo ṣí page yẹn bàbá Mohbad ni orin alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ tí mo upload sórí page yẹn lọ.
God bless you. Thank you. God bless you.
mo dẹ̀ ní YouTube mẹ́ta mi ò monetize ẹyọ kan báyìí ò tí monetize dùnú lónìí.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
The only thing tí mo fẹ́ fi rí owó tí mo ná padà ní pé kí n gbé fún mákẹ́tà ìpè bóyá èmi náà tiẹ̀ lè rí owó tí mo ná padà because I spend over millions. I get my point. So ìyẹn ni mo fi gbé fún mákẹ́tà gan mi ò tí ì pé mákẹ́tà jọta àti ṣòro ìpè kí ẹ lò lẹ́tà mo lè pe bàbá ẹ̀gọ́ lọ́nà ìkẹ́gbọ́n mi ò pé mákẹ́tà ìpè ìjẹ́ ti ta síìdì.
Ẹjẹ́ lọ bá wọn, ẹjẹ́ wálé ẹjẹ́ lọ bá wọn. Dísì máa ti lọ jọ, máa ti lọ dísì. Ẹ̀dùn bẹ́rà, yà wọ́n.
Àtàwọn l'Africa TV ti ṣe wọ́n ti kọ́kọ́ lọ tó dọ̀ àwọn
kí ẹjẹ má bí ẹjẹ kan yọjú kọ̀ọ̀kan bá wà yìí.
Dísì ìjọ tó lọ lọ sọ fún African television pé ìṣèbó parọ́ pé òun rẹ́gísítà sí United Kingdom pé ìṣèbó lóun rẹ́gísítà sí Belgium tó bá dín ní ìjọba bá díẹ̀ mi máa fọwọ́ náà wọ́n sí ẹ̀ ọwọ́ mi fẹ́ tọ́rọ Babayanu ni so kó ṣú ẹ̀ fún ọbẹ̀ kọ́ lè rí and again ọ̀rọ̀ 70-30 Ibra láti.
ẹ wo bí màá sáré fi wò bóyá mo lè rí ta ara àìjẹun wò bóyá mo lè rí kan nínú ara àwọn nǹkan tó wọ́n ní tó kọ ẹ wo nígbà tó mo lè sẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ sí wọ́n ní tó kọ nígbà tó gbọ́ pé tí mi ò bá sọ̀mọ́ torí pé bàbá Mohbad ò bá sọ̀rọ̀ orin yẹn mọ́ tèmi ti rí access sí bàbá Mohbad direct ìyẹn ló dúdú nǹkan tó dúdú nìyẹn o pé bàbá Mohbad lọ proceed lórí orin yẹn lẹ́yìn ó sọ fún bàbá Mohbad pé kó stop orin yẹn pé wọn ò ní ìdí ẹ̀ ó ti bàjẹ́ nígbà tí n ti lísì mọ́ ìgbà yẹn ló ti wá ń takò bàbá Mohbad wọ́n ní tó kọ sí bàbá Mohbad ló wà níbí báyìí ní during that time tó rí pé mi ò gbóhùn sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ ló wá ní Mr. Aloba I'm writing this to inform you that that the breach of the contract mo lè sẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ sí òun ló wà níbí báyìí.
ẹjẹ́ kí bá yín kà níbí.
ẹ ó dùn náà jọ David ẹ mọ̀ kó tẹ́lẹ̀ fẹ́ sọ bọ́lá láti ní pé nígbà tọ́rọ̀ 70-30 ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ẹ ti understand mo bá bàbá Mohbad sọ̀rọ̀ nígbà yẹn bàbá dẹ̀ sẹ́ndì gbogbo dọ́kúmẹ́ǹtì African television kọ kó tó di bọ́ọ̀lù àpò Oríyọmí.
o ti sẹ́ndì FC Deborah o ti sẹ́ndì FC Deborah.
1 week ni mo fi wà lórí kéèsì pẹ̀lú Yomi nípa pé kọ́ yìnbọn ẹ̀jẹ̀ wá sí Ìbàdàn láti bá wa cancel contract mi bẹ́ẹ̀ láti kò sí agreement kankan pẹ̀lú ẹ̀yìn àti bàbá Mohbad lórí 70-30 I know for fact mo mọ owó gbà yẹn tọ́rọ̀ yìí ṣẹlẹ̀ gbàtí bàbá wá sí studio yẹn everything bàbá ṣàlàyé ńgbà yẹn ṣe get so irọ́ tí mo bọ́ yìí wọ́n á pa mo wà lórí FYP bẹ́ẹ̀ mo ń gbọ́ ohun tó sọ irọ́ ló ń pa tó bá ti rí bọ́ọ̀tì káwọn mú báyìí a máa wà tàbí àtàwọn. ó máa dírágì èmi ni ó fẹ́ máa dírágì èmi àlọ́ǹgì mi ò ṣe. ó make mention ọ̀rọ̀ àti ẹjọ́ ọ̀dọ̀ ó make mention kankan ó ní ẹ̀yin lè pe bàbá tẹ̀ ń bẹ bàbá kókó wa kọrin ní studio yìí ṣé tòótọ́ ni. irọ́ ni o. wà láìpẹ́ ìsúná bí làlàzílà wà. wọ́n lọ ṣe bàbá tí kọ́kọ́ lọ ṣe orin kan orin yẹn ò dáa wọ́n bá wọn ṣe orin yẹn dáadáa ara ohun orin yẹn tẹ bá rí orin kan tí bàbá kọ́kọ́ ṣe nígbà kan tó jókòó bíi báàsì orin yẹn ló kọ́kọ́ gó fara tí mo ti rí bàbá nìyẹn ìgbà náà bàbá yìí ò lè ṣe irú orin báyìí wọ́n pọ̀ jù lè lọ kí lóbìnrin sì náà pé ṣé ẹ̀yin lẹ pé bàbá lórí fóònù tẹ́ ń bẹ̀ ẹ́ kọ́ ni mo gbọ́ bàbá lórí fóònù bíntín ni mo ti bá bàbá sọ̀rọ̀ níjọ́ corona inquest ibẹ̀ mo ti bá bàbá mo ní bàbá tẹ bá rẹ́dì mo ní mo lórin kan tẹ̀sí mo ní èmi ní studio bí tí mo ti introduce ara mi sí bàbá nìyẹn bàbá gbọ́ mọ̀ pé studio ńlá ni not until èmi mo wá send owó sí bàbá ibi kọ́ gbé uber ní ìgbín ìfẹ́ pé ká kàn lọ. Okay. So according to this man now nǹkan tó ń sọ ni pé ẹ wà ní living room òun àti bàbá wà ní living room ńjọ́ kan gbogbo àwọn jẹun àwọn ṣeré lẹ call lè wá ń bẹ bàbá ṣe àgbà jẹ́ tó ń gbọ́ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ara tó ń máa gbọ́ ara àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń pa tí ó fi fọ́ọ̀sì bàbá láti sọ̀rọ̀ ńjọ́ Sunday nìyẹn bọ̀bọ́ yẹn parọ́ ni. I know. àní Bíntì dàbí mánéjà mi nígbà yẹn ni Bíntì yìí ó dàbí mánéjà mi ni. Ọlọ́run ló ń fún wa lọ bírèkì bíbá ìwọ la máa ń fún lówó pé kó lọ báyìí gbà yẹn. Bíntì ni ló jẹ́ gẹ́ẹ̀tì kọ́ńtà kò sí bí ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ wà mí Bíntì ló bá mi gẹ́ẹ̀tì nọ́mbà bàbá Mohbad nígbà tí ó Bíntì kan tí mo wá ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ Bíntì pé wá ṣé ẹni ẹjọ́ aráàlú òyìnbó Bíntì ló ti kọjá mi pé bàbá ẹni tó ń ròyìn kò sówó lọ́wọ́ ẹni tẹ́mi ń ròyìn bó ṣe ń polówó ara ẹ̀ o ibi tẹ́mi ti ń já nìyẹn mo wá ń check lọ listing sí ọ̀rọ̀ tí Bukky Jesse pè mí wípé ẹ wà tẹ́yìn bá gòun gọ́ wípé bàbá yóò ní nǹkan kó wá kó alómi ọbẹ̀ lọ́nbì báyìí ni pé nǹkan kan mo wá ń bẹ Bukky wípé kó má ti jà bọ̀sẹ̀ mo wá ń píìkì ìgbà tí Bukky wá ṣe ṣòfin tó ní bàtẹ́ ìrí ṣúkò ìbẹ̀ka mo ní dípọ́tì lẹ́ni máa jẹ́ ibi tẹ́gbọ́n táwa ti já nìyẹn wọ́n á wò pé wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ kí Ronaldo kó gbá kọ́nà wọ́n fẹ́ sọ ọ̀gá dọmọṣẹ́ òun ló yẹ kó jọmọṣẹ́ mi òun fẹ́ di ọ̀gá mọ́ mi lọ́wọ́ ó tún fẹ́ máa fi studio tèmi kó máa fi generate owó lọ́dọ̀ títí tiẹ̀ ẹ wá ní kí n má sign percentage pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. No. To be honest in fact Paparazzo gan sọ ó ní you have that right ìfúndò aristocrat gan sọ pé yẹ. Kó dé ẹjọ́ náà ó dáa kí wọ́n sọ tó bá gbẹ̀rù fẹ́ dínà ìmọ̀ ní mi ò ní àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo ní pẹ̀lú òun ni kó gbé nǹkan mo sẹ́ẹ̀dì sí tó bá gbé mi ò jẹ́ẹ̀dì fóònù mi ni mo dẹ̀ máa try kí n wá kíní yẹn máa screenshot conversation wa bóyá mo lè rí recover màá lọ wá kọ́mọ èmi àti òrìṣà lọ́rọ̀ Bíntì dàbí máníjà Bíntì ló wà láàrin àwa ló wà láàrin bàbá Mohbad ìkọ̀ Bíntì kan ló lead ló lọ bá bàbá Mohbad náà jọ lọ sí studio ìgbà tí bàbá Mohbad kan débẹ̀ bàbá Mohbad òun máa tẹ́ni sí mi báyìí o gbogbo ẹ̀ náà kan òun ayé asọ́ mi báyìí wọn mọ̀ pé báyìí ni ẹni tó sọ pé ní tó ní mixer 1942 ni mo gbé sí studio ṣé ní mixer 1942 kò wá produce nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ ni inú studio ni mo wà mí báyìí olómi sara òun ni interface lèmi nìkan lò 22 channel ni mi wá lóró eléyìí nǹkan tí mo dẹ̀ ń lò bí mo ń lò Nàìjíríà kí studio wa all were connected pẹ̀lú ti Nàìjíríà ìtòrẹ́ mo ṣe ń ṣe orin láì lọ Nàìjíríà. Láti ẹ láti fi mọ̀ wá production orin lásán ó máa sọ fún wa irú nǹkan tó ní. Èmi mọ̀ pa ìdáka ní o. Bóyá kí n play production mi, òun ni bẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ tí mo ti ṣeré léèrè òní. Mixer 1942 ló ṣe o, ẹ máa gbọ́ o, ẹjọ́ ẹjọ́. Mixer 1942 ó ń fìdí mi náà mo ń jẹun nínú ẹ̀ Mixer 1942 tó sọ yẹn ó ń fìdí mi ó ń fún mi lóúnjẹ jẹ. Kí ni wọ́n fi lọ gbúgbọ̀ ìlú òyìnbó tó ti lọ ìlú òyìnbó láti ìwé ẹ̀ tó ti lọ desmond bó ṣe kàwé tó ó fail àti Bukky máa gbé wọlé padà. Gbé mi wálẹ̀. Everybody, let's power time, please. Over 500. I know I'm my power time. Let's power time.
Secret exposed. Can you please mute? Thank you. I think we've heard a lot. The rest are not part of what we want to hear about. Aparano, are you there?
I think you need to hear this, please.
Okay.
Go with the tenants in the Mohbad through their donation go. Olóhùn náà sponsor nǹkan tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sọ yẹn bí tẹ́lẹ̀ ti já ara mi nìyẹn tẹ́lẹ̀ náà ti bá Bukky jì sí lọ. Ayọ̀ dáàdì tó bá fẹ́ dá sọ̀rọ̀.
Is that all?
Explanation me.
All right, thank you. African TV, are you there, sir?
Yes, aristocrats.
So, we've been able to hear your part, and we have heard the parts of the producer, as it were.
Listen, let me just I'll give 5 minutes submission and then I'll drop because I have to do other things. I respect this platform a lot, and that's why I tend to give my time to it. So this is the scope. This is what's going on. Glory to God that time has revealed who created 7030. And funny enough, if you go back and play on Sele, on Arifa, and other platforms, this same man that has been discovered with his own words from his own mouth was also calling me names, attacking me. I was in the window, connived with people to call me, to invite me, so he can attack me. And he was hiding, telling them not to let me know that he was on the platform. And they would gang up when I come up, then they will bring him in. This same man went so far to create the narratives that I tried to cheat Baba Mohbad when my contract, please, nobody should interrupt, not even Paprano, because I'm giving you guys almost 2 hours of listening. And I only need 5 minutes to clarify what I've heard. So please, respectfully. This same man, while going behind to host and people to insinuate and give me this negative narratives, knew all along that he initiated 7030. And I never up until today and tomorrow, never discussed 70-30 agreement between him, me, or alone with Baba Mohbad. And whoever wants to believe can believe. Time will bring that up again if you don't believe. But why am I saying, you see, people didn't want me to come up to the platform, but I have to come up because I want to tell you this. If you see the truth of what this man has done in 9 months, you will come to understand the truth on why we don't see a clear path to justice for Mohbad. Because criminal elements like this man went behind me, discouraged Baba Mohbad from doing a clear, honest foundation that would have gotten us at least some clarity about justice. People like this man single-handedly manipulated Baba Mohbad. He just said in this audio that he spent millions in the song, whatever song, I don't know. And any musician, any producer, any composer listening to me, please come and tell me if this man produced We Are the World for millions. Because he now dropped the bomb or a subtle notion that he's going to charge millions to Baba Mohbad because he claims now on this audio that he spent millions. Look, guys, these people are liars, and if you are not careful, you will join them, clap for them, praise them in their lies. You see, they send out people to defend them. They send out people to attack people who are standing on the truth. I go to every platform, I speak for myself, I don't send anybody, and I don't want to say I don't care what anybody says, because a lot of people say the truth, but they are gullible ones who just take these liars and worship them. Now, I'll give you guys one expo, and I'll put it on God. Binti Laye, if you are listening, wherever you hear these voice notes, between you and your God who has made you, your God who got you out of that jail, your God who will raise you higher, you are my only witness. The day you gave me the phone in Baba Mohbad's house to talk to this man, the day you called me that Baba Mohbad was going to the studio, and you were there when I came to the studio, and you know everything that I said, and you know when I left. Binti Laye, outside of God, you are the only witness. I know you are in their caucus, and I know you guys have problems now. But Binti Laye, on the spirit of Mohbad, which you said you are fighting for, on the justice for Mohbad, release your truth, what you know about African TV and this man. I know they will call you not to betray them, they will call you not to talk, and I'm not asking you to support me. Say your truth, Binti Laye, because you are the only witness that I can point to, the only living human being outside of God. Because these people are taking advantage of innocent women, boys and girls. They are taking advantage of them with their manipulative, sweet words and lies.
did not pick what he was saying here.
Justice for Mohbad. I have come to learn a lot. May God help you as you continue to fight for Mohbad. I'm still going to release 40 points, one at a time. The criminal mind.
I played it yesterday, and I'll play it again now.
That on God. Thank you, Aristo.